Hello, my true crime lovelies. I hope you are as lovely in life as you are in my mind. How are you? I am back in New York. It is rainy here. It was as if New York knew my hair needed water and moisture because the California sun had me frizzy, y'all. So I've taken down some twist and we're getting reacclimated to our weather. But you're not here to hear about my hair. But let me know what the weather's like where you are. Is it rainy? Is it sunny? Is it somewhere in between? And how is it making you feel? The rain today is making me feel good. Normally, not so much, but I'm here for all of it. We got in yesterday. It was raining when we got in, and we made do. We made do. All right, let's get into this. We are in volume 4, chapter 2 of the text messages of Sarah Boone. If you are new here, I've been reading her text messages. We had most of 2023, if not all, and we've made our way through 2024. We are in August. You can see that at the top here. It'll always be above, but I will read it out loud. It'll always be up above my head. And if it's not, it's because it's a really, really long message and the date goes away. We are going to go all the way through mid-September because that is when we have the text messages for. These were entered into evidence as part of discovery for the trial, Florida versus Sarah Boone, for the murder of George Torres Jr. And yeah, let's just get into it. So August 3rd, 10:31 p.m. from Nicole Ray, who is alleging to be from Australia, but we've gotten no proof of that. We did get a photo, not a Photoshop, a stock photo of a koala bear. But anyway, Sarah writes to Nicole responding to, "Hey, Sarah. Hi again. Thanks for your reply. I just can't get past you and I are communicating so far apart. So cool. Oh, wait, you know what, guys? I think we read this part. Okay, I got my life all the way together. Blame it on the jet lag. This is where we left off before. So we're going to start here on 8/11/1258, outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding the 10/16/23 hearing. Just another headache. I'll see what I can find. So does TT, transparent T, confirm you and I are super friends and speaking to one another on a daily basis? Good Lord. What else can she do for us? It's all transactional for Sarah, right? The only reason you're in her life is because you can do something. So she wants to know, what can transparent T do really for her? She's saying for Lana because Lana's kind of in the middle managing Sarah, even though she told Sarah multiple times she could not manage her because she's on dialysis and in renal failure. So what else can she do for us? Please outline the dates. Exactly. So I can put in a motion for correction to the accusations for the record. So she's still going around and round about that hearing that she had when she wanted to be unshackled, and someone from the Orange County, Orange County Sheriff's Office, whoever's in charge of the jail, pointed out 3 times where she did not appear for a court appearance because she refused to comply. The judge has already granted that she could be unshackled, unbridled, whatever in the court. So I'm not sure why she's still going on and on, except she's got some sort of mental defect to prove people wrong and for her to be right. But technically she's already right because she got what she wanted, like in the grand scheme of things, but she's stuck in the minutia. Mind you, at this point, she is representing herself. She's got a shit ton of discovery to go through, lots of things to figure out. But she's got this like craw stuck in her, or thorn stuck in her craw about this. So this is what she's going on about. 1, date filed, title, comments, signed by, any other specific data you think I should put. 2, date filed, title, comments, signed by, any other specific data you think I should put. 3. So it's each of them. There are 3 offenses. I'm so over this tit for tat, but she's the main cheerleader for tit for tat. So let's keep that in mind. I still get mad thinking about it. Thank you for caring too. Tell TT thank you too. And can you please Forward POS former husband's credit card statements ASAP question mark. All for this year if you can to present date question mark. Be sure to put legal mail and Esquire after your name. From Lana Albert Esquire, your address to legal mail, Sarah Boone, blah, blah, blah. So now she's telling Lana to lie because she's not, nor has ever been, to my knowledge, an attorney. So she can't legally put Esquire behind her name. It's like fraud. I called him to ask this morning why he didn't schedule a video visit with my son before he started school tomorrow. 8th grade. He was in elementary school when I got here and now almost in high school. POS former husband told me I'm worthless and he doesn't respect me enough to answer me why he doesn't add commissary. And keeps telling me to call back for over a year to get a confirmation number for the coffee package he told me he was going to get for my birthday from son last year. So now she's dragging her son into the foolishness of the commissary. Like, let the coffee package be from my son. And therefore, you should send it to me because why wouldn't my son want me to have coffee? And then the whole, I don't believe her. Like, I feel like she's embellishing, shall we say, when she says Brian keeps telling her to call back. I think he just says, I don't have it right now. Or she somehow infers that he means call him back because he never has the confirmation number. So why would he be telling you to call back for a number he doesn't have? Clearly, after a year, he doesn't intend to send it. So I don't believe the words are coming out of his mouth. Call me back later and I'll give you the confirmation number. There's something happening in there from which Sarah derives, oh, I have to call him back later to get the confirmation number. Do you know what I mean? Because why would he keep saying it? And if he did keep saying it, why would you keep believing him? Like, after a year?
Girl, the coffee ain't coming. Read the tea leaves.
Nothing, just heartache on top of the already. I haven't talked to son the entire summer. He doesn't care. Thank you for the credits. Going to watch Maleficent. I'm so exhausted and have so much to do this week. Father, help me. Don't have too much fun with TT. You're my best friend. Blow up doll face. Tell her the red folder is for you. Thank you for you. Feel good and beautiful. Love you. Oh, what is anyone saying about my recent motions? The handcuff hearing. The lawyer you know. Are you going to tell the film guys about the 50,000 volts stun cuff? What's their status? So film guys, if you're new, are Julian Delapine and Peter Gunthal from Delapine Creatives, who are trying to do a documentary film about Sarah's domestic violence experience. I don't think they figured out at this point that she's the perpetrator, the primary perpetrator of the violence. I'm not saying George didn't throw them things, but I think he might have been protecting himself. Rest in peace, Mr. Torres. Okay, incoming from Lana Albert on 8/11. 1:28 p.m. regarding the 10/16/23 hearing. Hey, I'll get that info about the dates of the hearings for you. TT sent me copies of the actual incident reports, complete with signatures, triple exclamation point. I couldn't believe it. Yes, she knows we are friends. She hasn't made any declarations on whether she believes you to be innocent or guilty, but I have a sneaking feeling she is on our side. So now Lana has married herself, attached herself at the hip with Sarah because it's our side. Lana girl, you didn't put anybody in a suitcase. Don't associate yourself unnecessarily. What can she do for us? Question mark. Well, she is hands down the best researcher I have ever seen on YouTube, and she caught the typo and the family court hearings. Plus, if she is getting her hands on body cams and stuff, not readily accessible, that means she is paying for stuff. Yes. One of my other favorite researchers with a channel called Plunder mentioned that on another case, when she did a FOIA access request, she had to pay $450 for 5 body cam videos. That tells me that TT is spending money getting her hands on stuff. I told her to get a Patreon and I'd donate. So she is in our toolbox if she answers the emails. Don't worry, you're my friend. I'm simply a fangirl of TT's research skills. I hope I don't make you mad for asking, but WTF did you ever see in this former husband of yours? I have never, nor would ever in my entire life, call someone worthless. Not even my worst enemy, not even my former boyfriend who cheated on me before I met my husband. The fact that he can say that to you, those things trash his own soul. I only have 1 month of his credit card bills. It's the one that Citibank included in their lawsuit of him. I'll send it to you. Isn't Esquire only if I'm a lawyer? I won't get into trouble for using it if I'm not one, right? Yes, you will, Lana. Yes, you will. Don't do it. Follow your instinct. The credit card bill is from a month in 2022, I think, which makes sense because that means he stopped paying for a long time. So will the 1 month work? Since you told me about your son, I'm really, really sorry. That hurts my heart as a mother more than anything. I have a million words of comfort to say to you, but since you have asked me not to talk about him, let me just say that I will pray that you will tug on his heart during this hardest time in his childhood. Please forgive me for saying anything. I gave you my word. This is another reason why you've got to get out of there. Tomorrow, I will be calling the references for the documentary people. Let me put something in your ear for thought. Since it's looking like I'm a part of your story, I bet anything that they would pay for either your trip to Minnesota or mine to Florida. Because nothing sells viewers than a first-time cross-country meeting. They would want to capture our hug with the camera spinning around us or something. That would be sweet. I will definitely let you know when I wrap up. Enjoy Maleficent. I have never seen that movie. I am looking forward to seeing Wicked when it comes out in theaters. I saw it on Broadway in 2007 in NYC with my friend who died of pancreatic cancer. What an amazing story. Sorry for your loss, Lana. I've seen Wicked 3 times on Broadway. I haven't seen like the latest version of whatever is going on. I think the last time I saw it was before the pandemic, but I'm a huge, huge Wizard of Oz fan. So, of course, yeah. Which is where the reference flying monkeys comes from. Well, sort of. But it's the flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz are the type of behavior that is what is called flying monkeys. So all of Sarah's people she's the Wicked Witch, and those are all of her flying monkeys doing her bidding. Okay, 8:11, 5 p.m. Sedata Shimmers, which to me just sounds like a dancer name. Brrr, Shimmers. Sarah Boone, follow up. This is incoming from Sedata. Greetings, Sarah. I hope the weekend is finding you well. Congratulations on winning your victory on Friday. Hopefully you will feel more comfortable with your hands free for the proceedings moving forward. I'm not quite sure if you received my first email because it says that it will be delayed. As I mentioned in my initial letter, I really would like to help you get the support of public opinion. The reason why I'm writing you this weekend before receiving a response to my first letter is I was wondering if you would want me to send you pictures or screenshots rather of some of the videos being made about you. Again, I am offering to help you get your messages out, fundraise, and share with the public any words, responses, or statements you may wish for the world to hear from you. I feel it is very unfair that all these people are making videos, vlogs, and blogs about you and your story without you having the ability to respond to what is being said. It is so unfair these people are profiting off of your trauma when you are fighting for your life. If you would like me to share these images like Court TV's recent cover on their YouTube channel, I would take the screenshots and upload them via the picture section on the smart communication app. Also, if you would like me to load some money so that you can call me, I can do that as well. Anyway, I hope your weekend goes smoothly and I hope to hear from you soon. Sasha, I would just load the money. Do you know what I mean? Like $5 or whatever to start off, like, because then you're asking, then she's got to respond, then you've got to take action. Why not just like $5? Just take, I'm not saying anybody, I'm not encouraging anybody to do it, but just like as a matter of efficiency, it just seems like an unnecessary extra step. If she doesn't call, it's $5 and you move on. 8/11/859 from Sarah to Lana. Subject, who is this? She just wrote me for the second time this weekend, and I really want to respond or call. Sedata Shimmers, Sasha, Diva Girl Productions, Los Angeles, California. Hi, friend. I slept and watched the movie. Thank you. I'm so depressed. It's making me mad, literally. I keep gritting my teeth subconsciously, then wondering why my head hurts. Maybe she means grinding, but T and D are not near. Anyway. I'm over all the officers and inmates being curious and keep asking me over and over and over and over about everything and the laptop and no internet or phone. And how are you going to do all that? I cannot describe how I feel. Hopeless, stressed, angry, confused, sad. Well, those are a lot of descriptors, Sarah. Seems like you're doing okay on how to describe how you're feeling. And POS Sato. Oh, POS may be saying, I'm worthless. Kind of sealed it. Especially that I've not spoken to my son the whole summer. No attempts by him at all from POS poisoning and turning him from me. The entire 3-month summer. And you can talk about him, just not all the time. I don't want to discuss anything with anyone else, so you're more than welcome to console and inform. Oh, as long as you get your needs met, she can talk about it. Is that what you're saying? Please. I'm sick of all this. Sick and really effing mad. So this woman wrote me how she's a victim of DV and feels the need to help me to get my statement and thoughts and feedback out about what's going on in my life, in jail, in the courtroom. She wants to send me videos, articles, vlog details said about me. One of the big things she wants me to know about is Court TV's recent cover story on their YouTube channel. What's that about? Her statement to me was she's upset so many people are profiting off of my trauma and suffering while I'm fighting for my life. She put money. Did that just do balloons? Okay. I have the other screen over here, and I think I saw balloons fly up. But anyway, she put money on her phone and also mailed the letter of the same message. I hate that I can't forward to you. I don't know specifically what she wants from me other than a story or slogan or something from me to put on her channel, ? I don't see what the point is to send me all the negativity generated from wherever other than to frazzle me. What am I going to do with it? See what you can find out if you have a minute. Again, she wrote me twice now. What do you think? Now, how is this woman sending her all this negativity different than the negativity that she solicits from Lana? And Lana specifically said, I don't tell you everything because I don't want you to be worried. But this woman, I guess because it's unsolicited, is telling her that is meant to frazzle her. Girl, you need to be frazzled. You put some man in a suitcase, a man you claim to love, and left him there, and now you're trying to skip out of jail scot-free. You should be frazzled. 8/12/207 p.m. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding who is this? New phone, who dis? Hey. Sorry I didn't answer last night. I crashed out early. We were out all day Sunday and I was just straight up worn out. My son was off from work as he is taking the week off, so all three of us went out on the lake. It's Minnesota. Did you guys know there's like the lake, this butter Land Lakes is a reference to Minnesota. Apparently they have a lot of lakes. Who knew? I didn't. There's always a lake somewhere. Sedata, she has a big presence on the internet. She's another producer, actress, director. Oh, wait, I should say it right. Producer slash actress slash director. And she is a trans woman assigned male at birth. She is listed on her LinkedIn as a transgender activist and is also an actress slash producer slash director. She has one actress credit called Wives with Knives and a documentary she is involved in called Stiletto. So she's another documentary person, but what makes her different is that she is a lot more politically oriented, kind of like the protester pride marcher type. She has a YouTube video about her personal story, and one of the things she talked about is that she is 5'11" and now weighs 219 pounds. She used to weigh 375 pounds, so she talked about losing over 165 pounds. It's up to you if you want to talk to her. I'm guessing she wants to feature you too, like Julian and Peter, but she is on a much, much smaller scale, and her videos are towards a more targeted and political ideology. I personally wouldn't like being political. I don't hate transgenders or LGBTQ, but I'm not the kind of person who is comfortable with activism. I would like to be in this I would not like to be in this girl's documentary because I keep my political views very private. When I went to Massachusetts to visit my friend Sarah, that was the first and last time I ever. Oh, she has another friend named Sarah with an H on the end. Maybe that is also what drew her, or not necessarily drew her to Sarah Boone, but maybe made it more palatable, I guess. I don't know. I've dated two Davids, and the second one, it was a little wonky because it reminded me of the first one sometimes, and they both wanted to be called David, not Dave. But maybe if there's a positive experience with one Sarah, she kind of like transferred that positivity to Sarah Boone. Does that make sense? Am I tripping? Y'all tell me. That was the first and last time I got political, and that was to support her run for mayor of South Hadley. I promise you, if you ever run for a public office, I'd publicly support you too. So that is Sedisha. Her picture is all over the place. I sent you one on here. Her birth name as a man was Nicholas, or as a male. He wasn't born a man. He was born a male baby. You're the boss. Now you know everything about her. Oh, yes. Dixa Productions talks a lot about being a transgender activist and fighting for the rights of marginalized people. Again, political focus, whatever floats her boat. Switching gears, thank you so much for the honor of talking to you about your son/family. I know it is probably the subject that hits close to home, which means there's a great deal of pain discussing it. I will always keep that in mind. And if you ever say, let's put that subject aside, or I don't want to talk about it, I will instantly be happy to do so. I care a great deal about you, and know that you know me better as well. You know that I talk to you mother to mother. Your former husband can try to poison him, but he can never break the bond. It's true. I've met children who have been horribly abused by their mother specifically and still love them to pieces. Like, it's hard. And they were still children, so they had not had enough like therapy and everything else to kind of identify that. But yeah, it's scary. There's nothing that Brian can say to the son that will make him turn. It is how the son processes it. And at 14 or 13 at the time of this, he'll be 14 in the fall, in October of 24. He can discern like how he feels about his mom separate from how the dad feels. Do you know? Now, is the dad also poisoning the well? He could be, but the son has made up his own mind because he could just schedule a video visit, you know? Although I will say all of the video visits with the son have been with Brian, so maybe that's not true. Like maybe as a minor he has to have an adult present. Not sure. I know some people were asking me or saying like, well, maybe he wasn't there or he blah 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 whatever. It has it in the visitation list like no show. It'll have like the dad's name, the son's name, the dad is there, and then it says no show. So I have some of those videos if you guys want to go back and look, but I'm not just like casting aspersions of like, oh, he didn't, like it literally said he did not show up. Just no show. So he was scheduled and then did not appear, but the dad did. So there you go. Sarah knows all of this, but Lana doesn't. So Sarah gets to portray this, the victim. She gets to portray the victim like she does so well. There will always be a place where he loves you and he is at the mercy of your former husband. There will come a time where he can't be contained or guilted into not loving you. He is acting out because he is in as much pain, if not more, than you are. Well, and I wonder how he dealt with the death, the murder of George. I mean, by all accounts, Melissa Sexton, the property manager, said George spent more time with him when he was there than Sarah did. And then she murders him, and then she goes to spend the night. She murders George. Then she goes to spend the night with her son. From everything we know about Sarah, she has no contrition about it. So she wouldn't even apologize to her son and be like, oh my God, I did a bad thing. I'm sorry. Do you know? Hell, she was probably talking about her wound on her leg or her black eye with her son. So, and it's not like he can go to his dad and be like, I'm really sad mom killed her boyfriend and get comfort there. I mean, thank God he's in therapy now. But do you know he was left like with a hole in his heart? Here's a person he cared for as a 9-year-old, and then that person is gone due to his mother. Of course he's got complex feelings about that. I have complex feelings about it, and I never met any of these folks. Okay. He is acting out. I will pray for both to find each other again. A mother's love never ever dies. With that, I'll leave it there because I love you to the moon. I won't tell you not to be mad. Mad is your fuel this week to focus you. Clear your mind of distractions and get the job done. Then she quotes a Bible scripture, which I am going to skip over. It's interesting, though. She quotes where it comes from, and then the scripture where Sarah quotes it the other way, like it's written in the Bible. I only say that because then I have to figure out where does this scripture end. Oh, yeah, she put a quote on it. Excellent, excellent writing skills, Lana. You are going to win, Sarah Boone, like that old 90s drinking song that used to, not a drinking song, girl. Who do you know who you're talking to? That used to play on the radio all the time says, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. But now I have to drink vitamin water instead of whiskey, vodka, lager, or whatever they reference in that song. I do not miss hangovers. Take care, my friend. You are not worthless. You have worth with me and with the world, always. I wonder in what context Brian would be telling her that she's worthless, if in fact he said it, because she says crazy stuff, fat ass, lazy, blah, 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 all the time, which I hope she doesn't say to the son about the dad, about the former husband, but I get the sense that she does. Anyway. Incoming from Lana on August 12th at 4:03 p.m. You're not going to believe this! 3 exclamation points is the subject line. TT must have been thinking the same thing you were. She already found and posted the paper you were asking for. I sent it to you via Emilio since this tablet won't let me send you documents as pictures or screenshots. Wow. There is no case number assigned, naturally. But the document number and agency... I don't know what document they're talking about, but let's figure this out. The document number and agency is Orange County Sheriff's Office, dated August 29th, 2018. So that was the year of her divorce. Signed by Stephanie Amanda Colcott, Assistant State Attorney, Florida Bar. Did I say before? TT rocks. I'm going to send her another thank you email. OMG, 2 exclamation points. Incoming from Lana to Sarah. 8:12, 4:35 p.m. My official title. I thought of it. And if I have to have a take that you call me when I'm talking to documentary people or pretty much anyone else, in my opinion, the best title that fits the closest would be representative. So if you have to call me something other than friend, then representative should fit the bill. What do you think? Okay, so back in the day when I was dating in LA, we would call the person that you meet on the first couple of dates is the representative of the actual person. Or think of it of like when you're getting a job, like the recruiter is going to promise you the world. And then when you actually get the job, you're like, wait, what? So the representative is always like your false front or false front of the person. So I think that is an excellent idea because overall, Lana seems like a nice person and she's representing a dark soul. So yeah, representative fits. 8:12, 9:39 p.m. Lana Sarah to Lana regarding my official title. My greatest, exceptional, beyond words. I love you, love you, love you to the moon in the next 100 universes, and then all the way back and then around again. Friend of a lifetime. All caps, double exclamation points. I cannot describe you, my Lana, best friend. There is no one word to contain you. If I must, yes, representative is very suitable. Emissary is good too, but no one will know what that means. Still, no words. Heart. Thank you with every fiber of my being, with you representing me. No one. Thank you. Heart. And please tell TT thank you. Please message her and tell her I was in the process of trying to get you to do or contact her for. Do you think she want to message me directly? Sarah's getting jealous of the relationship with Transparent Tea. So now she's opening a door for her to contact her directly. She likes that triangulation as part of whatever her mental health disorder is. Do you think she'd want to message me directly? I want to sway her so bad so she can understand, not judge. If anything, please just make sure she knows she beat us to it with the document. God, I love you, Lana. Thank you. Thank you, TT. What and how did she post with it? Comments? And Shimmers is a no after talking to you and reading your message. I will thank her for her interest and support, then leave. Lana, I've been getting friend requests every day. Today I had 3, yesterday 2, and so on. Am I really making that much of a difference? Girl, if by difference you mean people who are astonished that you are taking this to trial, then yes, you are making a difference. They're supporting, not hating, which is a change. I guess I am a change to them. I can't keep up with adding to my list of correspondence for my exploitation file. So far, so good. Thank you for the information. If you want to, again, send the pic just for curiosity purposes after I know she's a Nicholas. And my whole point in getting me to write this to tell you I love you so much for your brilliant, comforting words of wisdom. Sheer ultimate wisdom. So she's gone from despair, hopeless. Lana gave her a pat on the back and a girl, get back in the game, and everything is fixed for her. How bad was it really? I mean, I'm glad that Lana sent her comforting words, but how bad was it really? Sheer ultimate wisdom. Yes, you are like mom and big sister and best friend and angel. I love hearing it from you, and it drives me and pushes me and hugs and again comforts. Code word or hidden word, keep it coming, girl. I need it. Build me up. You are such a beautiful blessing. Thank you for being so nice to me and helping me. I cannot do it without you and would not be in the state of mind or position I am if it weren't for you. Truly, honestly. Remember, there is no me, us. You are to be blessed and given all that you deserve, and then some. I hope I make up for your gifts in friendship, at least. And holding the red folder for you. What else can I do for you now that I have my hands free? 6 question marks. Make sure you announce to everyone I'm going to do so they can see and know you are my best friend in all of this. Well, what happened to Christina, girl? She not saying the right words. She not sending enough money. She not doing enough work. Is that what it is? So the more transactions you get out of someone, the higher they move up on the friendship list. Christina, I hope you're watching. Stop calling Brian. Stop texting Brian. Mind your own business. Okay. Wednesday, 1:30. And sitting at the attorney's table. Yes, I'm curious to see where the cameras are going to position since my back will be to them. I hope that's all they get. No, you don't, because you turned your head to the side enough, ma'am, for us to see you and your little I am uncuffed, but I am unprepared speech. Cold shoulder. Do you know the history behind that saying? In the early Victorian time, during a dinner party, and the hosts were ready for everyone to leave, they'd put out the cold shoulder meat so no one would want and go. Oh, I didn't know that. Yes, fun fact. So it's the shoulder of like dead meat, not this cold shoulder. But you initially wanted them and then you didn't. So you initially want the media there and then you want them to go and then you put out the cold shoulder of meat? Is that what you're saying, Sarah? Yes, fun fact. I am full of them.
Well, you full of something. I agree there.
So, yes, I love you. I'm grateful and will walk to Minnesota if I have to so I can hug your sweet face. What is a face hug like this? This? Somebody let me know. So loved. And while I'm thinking about it again, are my emotions up about the handcuffing, etc.? 3 question mark. Did you ever call about the pardon? You can't get a pardon if you haven't been convicted of anything. Who is she calling? Any responses? Love forever. Think of what I can do for you. The official representative of the Sarah Boone. Of probably the Sarah Boone. God, I love you. Thank you. Angel Face. 8:12, 10:02 p.m. Incoming from her brother, Philip Paulson, regarding thank you. Hey there. I saw you on TV again. This time you don't have to wear handcuffs. Good for you. I ordered you 2 packages. They still don't have the one you like. Just want you to know that I am here for you and that I love you. Be strong and keep your head up. Love you. Some of you guys had questions about the ranking, or not the ranking, but the ages of the brothers, are, you know what I mean, the hierarchy. Philip is the youngest of the 3 Paulson children. Her other brother, John, who was in prison for diddling with children, is the oldest, and Sarah is the middle child, which she's giving all middle child energy, so I don't think anybody is surprised there. But she graciously or begrudgingly sometimes takes his gifts, but then she, surprise, surprise, talks poorly of him to others in the text messages. She talks about everybody eventually. So, and a lot of you guys are asking, when was the breakup of Lana and Sarah in the text? It's not. It's in real time. So if you look at the March call log, you'll see that Lana and Sarah stopped communicating early March, and then nothing for the rest of March, and nothing at all for April. And then Lana is in the chats, like the live chats for those when I premiere them. So if you watch some of those premiered text messages, you'll see her in the live chat. You can enable it. Like, I have enabled it on my side. On your screen, you just need to like click on the thing that says show live chat, and all the info is in there. But I did not do a video on that. I mean, because I've only seen what's in the, I don't, what Lana said in the chat. It's not a whole video's worth of stuff. Not that I would do a video on chats anyway, like that just seems weird, but it's there. Okay, 8:12, 11:01 p.m. incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding my official title. Haha, Representative Lana at your service. Hey, I did email TT and thank her again, and I told her thank you from you too. I'm not going to make her declare a side, even to me, because remember, when I went to that idiot Danny On's side and openly declared my friendship with you, they started saying I was your accomplice and that I should stay away from any suitcases and a host of other idiocy. As for TT, remember, Jesus said never he was the Son of God. He never declared his divine status. Wait, Jesus never said he was the Son of God. Girl, are you comparing yourself to Jesus? You are not the Son of God because you are her representative. Oh my God, I'm going to be struck down that I even said those words. Forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me. Okay. He never declared his divine status. He spoke in parables and even praised Peter because he realized the truth. He would tell the people he healed not to say anything. With TT, she has the right approach because people who think you hate guilty will go there and see that you are human and went through hell yourself. But if she is outed, so to speak, the haters will avoid and try to report her station and get her sanctioned. Really? Why? Nobody is. Well, actually, some people have reported me, so maybe. So I'm going to let her remain incognito because it suits us best. Oh, I need to tell you something that you might not have thought of, 4 exclamation points. It will change how you view yesterday's phone call to former husband. Listen, so they must have talked in between on the phone themselves, Lana and Sarah, because obviously in the text we don't see anything about the phone call with Brian. Listen, what I'm about to tell you, do not respond. Well, you can, but be freaking careful. I mean it. I have feared that your former husband is going to take the stand and point the finger at you as the aggressor and paint you in an ugly light as some alcoholic husband batterer. Girl, well, he wouldn't be lying. In his 3 interviews, he outright accused you. Listen to his interviews in your discovery and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, get to your digital discovery, Sarah. He quoted, "For all the times it happened, she probably started it." However, the fact that he is on the phone calling you worthless, withholding your son, running you down, withholding spousal support, the whole 9 yards, punches a hole right in his testimony. 6 exclamation points. Oh no, Lana, are you the one who connected this to the alimony for her? Because Owens, when they finally got to court, was like keen on getting it in that he's withholding, and Mr. J had to step in and say, no, he doesn't have to pay. It's pending court disposition. Okay. He admitted in his second interview to being bitter and angry at you for ending the marriage. He did? No, I think he just said she cheated on him and men were coming in his house at 1:00. I gotta go back and listen to that. Does somebody remember that? Let me know. That he admitted to being bitter and angry, maybe resentful. I would be too if somebody had some grown ass drunk man trampling in my home at all hours of the night and morning while my child, who would have been 6 or 7 at that time, was asleep. You know how she was like, oh yeah, I can't go to the PTA or I can't do this. And I was fighting for manatees and now look at me. What manatees were you fighting for at the bar, ma'am? With men trailing you home and just coming into your home in the middle of the night, like letting themselves in. You were not the homeroom mom or whatever you were claiming to be, Miss Sarah Catherine Paulson. Boone, you can take out his credibility on the stand and completely neutralize him. He just gave you a gift by calling you worthless.
It's her word against his, though. In what context, if he even said it?
How would a jury full of women and married people react to a man who can call a woman that? They will be instantly sympathetic to you if they heard that portion of your jail phone calls every time he said that crap to you. OMG, blessing in disguise. Talk about rewriting the narrative. Right now, people were writing about him as some distressed husband, but you can change that and the world will despise him. Oh, why would you want the world to despise him? He's a single parent whose child has a mother who is in jail for murder. Why do you want people to despise him? The uglier he is to you, the more what he said will seem biased and with an agenda to make you pay for what he thinks you've done to him. Oh no, that's Sarah's line. For everything you've done to me. For everything. Everything you've done to me. Now we're projecting that onto Brian, are we? I'm not seeing it. It worked with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. She put Depo. Johnny Depo, probably it auto-corrected. And Amber Heard, they played a recording of her really verbally and emotionally abusing him mercilessly, and she lost it. It changed the air in the courtroom. Are you hearing me? You should ask your jail officer how you acquire copies of jail phone calls that are recorded. Then you enter them as exhibits to rebut your former husband's testimony. Otherwise, his could have been really damaging. But he just shot himself in the foot trying to hurt you and using your son to hurt you. And it is recorded. Only if Sarah's telling the truth, Lana. Only if it really happened, it's recorded. You'll have the jury wanting to give you a hug.
Especially juror number 3.
Oh no, too soon? OMG, wow, he is so stupid to be saying that on a recorded line. You got his number. Have an awesome night, my friend. 8:13 incoming from Lana to Sarah. Subject, the lawyer you know. TLYK. Finally, the lawyer you know did a live stream this afternoon reacting to your hearing you just had. He's at the part with the officer, and I'm going to relay that part to you as I'm listening to it. He starts the part off by saying the police officers shouldn't be using the arrest to determine safety, but that this highlights that arrest can mess up someone's life even if they are acquitted or charges dropped, and it is important and the judge's job to be fair and uphold the innocent until proven guilty. The cop then brings up the 3 missed court dates, and the lawyer you know gets animated and upset. He disclosed that people reached out to him saying Sarah would never have missed and pleaded to have that said publicly. He mentioned that he didn't follow up to do the research himself, but he wanted to say that people didn't believe him and emailed him. Yes, I was one of them. He finally did something I asked. I'm your little puppet. He said that the missed dates are irrelevant and have nothing whatsoever to do with the court safety. She's not a flight risk. It has to do with obeyance, though. She doesn't follow directions, and her arrest matters in so much as George's arrest matter because she wanted to bring that into court. So why is it wrong for them to mention her prior arrest, but it's right for Sarah to mention George's prior arrest, even though he was convicted of none of them? Well, one of them, he had like a pre-trial, whatever, but then that's only one. She wanted to bring in, and Owens eventually wanted to bring in all of his prior arrests for DV with Sarah, but not her own. Like, which Owens knew he was going to have to bring it in because he said on both sides, like he's an attorney, he knows that. But I'm surprised that, at least as Lana is retelling this, I didn't see this episode of Peter's show, but it seems like in some of the other ones, Lana interprets it in the light most favorable to Sarah, even if it's not what the rest of us heard. So that could be happening too. She's not a flight risk. That was a huge non-issue. The lawyer you know is annoyed at the fact that the officer would bring that up as a reason, true or false. Well, the judge allowed it. Sarah didn't object. She went round for round. So he said she has to be able to write to pass things, and it's wrong to keep her cuffed and shackled, and it's not good. So he's still watching it. He doesn't, even though it seems like it's days later, he hasn't seen that she won that motion. He believes you are not a security risk. This is before you started questioning him. Let's see what he says when you question him, shall we? Question mark, question mark. The lawyer you know says, I know what the listeners think of Sarah Boone, that she has lost her right to counsel, that she has written letters that would be seen as argumentative and disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I mean, 6 ways from Sunday. I don't care how you slice it. What she wrote was disrespectful. She called them liars, unethical. Like, come on. If that was someone talking about Peter, I don't know if he would be so kind in the recounting of some would be seen as disrespectful. Anyway, but come on, it's overreaching and you know it. This is also verbatim. You bring up the fact that your case was dropped. The lawyer you know says yes, but the officer doesn't care. Also, Sarah doesn't care when cases are dropped because she's trying to hang George by those. Like, hang a dead man. Can't get any deader or more dead, whatever that correct conjugation is. Luckily, the judge is fair and will and must take that into account. Sarah makes a good point. The state objecting is an eye roll moment. What are they so afraid of? Sarah is pro se. The lawyer you know remarks that this is good practice for Sarah to learn the process. I would agree. I said that too. Ha! He remarks that everything she says can be used against her in the trial. Yes. See also Lori Daybell. She is asking questions when she is also making a statement. So now they will get into details of missed court dates, and she didn't have the documentation to impeach his information. So that I did wonder about, like, because it just seems sort of abstract. They didn't provide or disclose that to her in advance, and he's saying it off the top of his head. I would have asked for the records, but in the end, it doesn't matter because she won the motion. So I don't know why, like, this is a waste of time, in my opinion, this conversation that she and Lana are having, because Sarah has so many things to do, and this is moot. She already won it, so there's what is to be gained by going back and forth about this? Girl, if you don't get to watching and listening to your digital discovery and stop wasting time on bullshit, I don't know what your priorities are. Okay. Back to the hearing. Officers reading the incident reports. Ultimately, she may lose the argument, but it's not enough to lose the motion. To use this to determine a lack of court safety is laughable, he said. You bring up the domestic violence. The injection to relevance is overruled. And the lawyer you know said, really? Your man brought it up and you question relevance when Sarah questions? Are you serious? The lawyer you know is incredulous. He said it's very relevant that it was dropped. It's also relevant that George's were dropped. He gave his expert opinion, but he doesn't have proof. The point of charges dropped don't get to say you committed a crime. No, you were accused of a crime, which is what he said. He doesn't get to say that you did it anyways. He didn't say that. What he said is it doesn't mean you didn't do it, which is true. Doesn't mean you did, doesn't mean you didn't. There's the anyways again, which drives me crazy. The S on the end. Although I'm understanding it's in the dictionary now that's okay. But bootylicious is in the dictionary, guys. Like, does that mean we're just going to all be saying it? The legal issue is that charges dropped means the state can't say she did it. You mentioned the reason why both charges were dropped, and the state objected, and the lawyer you know says what you said was dangerous to your case because you, by making a statement, were testifying, and it can be used against you in the trial, even if it's objected. Right. She mentioned why they were dropped, but the state has the hostage video, which she doesn't know or she hasn't realized at this point because she hasn't looked at her discovery. So they have the video where George is trying to talk them out of the imaginary state. He's talking to Sarah, who's filming him say this, but he's explaining how she's a good person and has all these dogs and she would never do this. The state has that at this point. So I mean, at the end of the day, it was dropped because there wasn't a willing witness. If he had stepped forward and said, yes, she strangled me, that would have been a different story. He might be alive today. Not victim blaming. Just saying, if anybody out there is in that situation, tell the truth. If someone strangles you, because strangle is a precursor to murder, there's lots and lots of evidence on this. So just get out. I didn't know. I was in a relationship where I got strangled to the point where I would have petechial hemorrhaging in my eyes, and it's just like I'd have to call out from work. You just get out. I know it's hard. I know you don't want to tell people. It could be embarrassing, but fight for your life. Okay, sorry, off my soapbox. So it can be used against you at trial, even if it's objected. You gave the reasons why, and that's why you should not make statements during questioning. Ouch. You are arguing the charge, not the conviction. The idiot officer is arguing back. Objection overruled. Another objection sustained. Objection sustained again. You ask what sustained means. Miss, I am a straight A student. I next again overruled. The lawyer remarks that while she is trying to convince the officer is irrelevant. She needs to convince the judge. Facts. The lawyer acknowledges that you pulled a lawyer trick by asking the officer what the year of the drop case was and said you already knew the answer but wanted to point out that it was 6 years ago. Does that matter? Because 4 of those 6 years that have passed, she's been in jail. He said it was a good move. I disagree. It was 6 years ago because she's been in jail. So she hasn't had an opportunity to be strangling people. She is making the argument that it was so long ago that she is no longer dangerous. Really? After 4 years in jail, I would say she's more dangerous. She's learned more tricks. She's been among her people, the criminals or the suspected criminals. A cop is always going to think that arrest means he thinks you did it. Not true, according to the lawyer but any officer will be prejudiced. Officer dismissed. There it is. The lawyer mentioned that it was right that you won this motion, but he disagrees with your request that other hearings are private. Of course he would. Hey, anyway, there you have it. That was interesting. I'm listening to his people questioning, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised that many are sympathetic towards you. Your fight is starting to turn some heads. I won't lie and say there aren't tons of haters out there, but they aren't listening to the lawyer Some are stupid and negative still, and even one said that you didn't deserve a fair process, and the lawyer is schooling her firmly about the benchmarks of FAIT. Let me see what that is, because I don't know. FAIT. Looks like fiat misspelled. Oh, one of you smart lovelies will tell me. Fait accompli. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's do FAIT Urban Dictionary. Aimlessness? Words uttered, bulby. I don't know, y'all. Somebody will know. Just like you guys knew, what was it? 1, 3, 4 was I love you. Okay. Good for him. That comment triggered him. Alrighty then. By the way, you asked about my calls to Diamgus. Oh, maybe DeSantis to pardon you. I didn't hear a single thing back. I didn't think I would, but like you just saw with the lawyer just because someone didn't personally respond directly to me doesn't mean my calls won't bear fruit. I hope I got you on his radar. Let's pray. Okay, I'm not in Florida, so you guys help me out. Can you get a pardon for something you haven't been convicted of or admitted guilt for? I thought a pardon was like after you were already convicted and the pardon sets you free. Free, sets you free, sets you free, free, sets you free. How is he giving her a pardon when she hasn't been convicted? Let me know. Floridians, wise legal folk. Drop it in the comments because I'm curious. 8:13, incoming from Lana to Sarah, documentary follow-up. Hey, I'm still getting more letters of reference from the Delapines. These guys are great. And he sent me an update that I'm going to paste directly onto here for you to read yourself. Hi, Lana. I hope this message finds you well. Just a quick note to let you know that the reference letters should be arriving today and tomorrow. I apologize for the slight delay. Our references are incredibly busy, as I'm sure you can imagine, with them winning all those Emmys and all. If you need help connecting with them over the phone, just give me a shout. Question mark. Next steps. Criminal defense. I've connected with an outstanding law firm in Florida that's ready to answer any questions Sarah might have. If she could send me a list of questions, I'd be happy to pass them along to the attorneys and get their response back to you. This is brilliant to get the list in writing, have them respond, and then send in writing and send it back to her. Can you imagine getting on the phone with this dingbat? Like, Sarah would talk them to death about God only knows what, except I think their phone calls in jail are limited to 15 minutes because I've been listening to the Stephen Stearns calls, but then you can call right back. But anyway, I would not want to get on the phone with her with who, what, how, who. What was that movie? I say who, I say when. Down below if you know. Julia Roberts. Anyway, okay. Whatever works best for you, just let me know. Family law. I understand Sarah is facing some challenges with her ex-husband concerning access to her son. If she'd like, I can help find a family law attorney to answer some questions. My wife and I have been through similar situations, and we truly sympathize. I'm assuming with former spouses, they've been through it. Our attorney is based in New York, but can likely refer us to a Florida-based attorney who specializes in this area. Would you like me to look into this? Agreement. I have an attorney working on the story rights, quote unquote, agreement between Sarah and Delapine Creative. I hope this doesn't come across as rushing, but things are moving quickly, and now is the perfect time for Sarah to have her voice heard. These productions take time, especially when done right. The agreement is straightforward and will give us the rights to her story so she can proceed with the documentary. Ooh, give us the rights to her story. But I think this would have to be done before conviction, right? Because she can't profit off of it. No one can profit off of it. And if she's giving them, well, I guess the Torres family could, but if she's giving the Delapines the rights to her story, then she's transferring her rights, which means she'd be like, they would get the profit, etc. There would still be a profit from her rights of her story. You know what I'm saying? Like, can she do that, I guess, is the question. Can she transfer the rights? Is that legal, or does that still violate the Son of Sam or whatever Florida equivalent that is? Because they would be making a profit. Their investors would want to be paid back. Do you know? Seems weird. Oh, I'm going to go over the commissary again, not in this video, but in another video, because a lot of you guys were asking. Peter does put money on Sarah's book. So is that also, is she profiting from her crime? Because the only reason he's interested in her is because she murdered her boyfriend and he thinks she's a DV victim. We'll get into that in another video though. But anyway, okay. Will give us the rights to her story so we can proceed with the documentary. I've made sure her concern about speaking with other media outlets will be addressed and she'll have the flexibility she needs. Would you like me to send the agreement for her to review? Sarah, more and more I'm feeling these guys are on the level. This is back to Lana. That's why she has those dashes there. She quoted what they said and now she's putting in her own 2 cents. Go ahead, Lana. You got 2 cents too, girl. Sarah, more and more I'm feeling these guys are on the level. I'm chomping at the bit to get the references confirmed, and then I'll just take your decision and your story will be told. What do you think of what they are offering you? Question mark, question mark. And see, I also, like, I don't feel like Lana is being duplicitous with the Delapine Creative. She shared with Sarah her hesitation and now she's sharing her positivity. So I think at this point, Lana does still think Sarah is a DV victim, and this is a good outlet for her to share her DV story, potentially to help other DV victims, potentially as a warning to people who, is it create, who, I don't know what the word is, who enact DV on others. You know, I feel like she is still believing the hype at this point, pre-trial. Okay, August 13th, incoming from Christina Pena. Hey, Christina, where you been? We didn't see you in the calls in April in 2025 either. Like maybe once. Where you at? What you doing, girl? Regarding I love you is the subject line. Hey, yes, I'ma order it ill. Probably order it on Monday. So you will be able to get when commissary comes if that's okay. Question mark, question mark. And you just want jump in Java? 3 question marks. And yes, I'm glad you got Billy back on your team because I know he will fight for you. Because this ain't over. And not gonna win. They're THERE and not THEY''RE as the contraction of they are. Love, I'ma try book video visit this week. We are on back to Orlando now. So, and again, you can call me. I have money for phone. But if you call and answer absur, it's because I'm at work, okay? But call, love you, and you get pics I sent. I'm not going to say she's illiterate. I know you guys get mad. I'll say she's not fully literate. Most Americans read and write at a 6th grade level. That is not it. 813 outgoing to her brother regarding thank you. One victory down, so many more to go. Don't you think it's speculative that now I have all of my attorneys removed and no assistance from anyone in the justice system other than my amazing investigator that I finally get my discovery? Unhandcuffed, get an opportunity to build my defense the right way? Question mark. Me, God. He will not mine. From glory to glory, Philip. I am his and faithful no matter what. She sounds like a lunatic. Like whatever happened with her and her brother, their relationship was not good. And now she's all holy roller. I am his and faithful no matter what. I am also very blessed by you being my brother and helping ease the pain of my temporary circumstances. What about George's pain? What about his circumstances that were not temporary? Who's helping ease that? Thank you for your gifts and your shout out of support. There's so much I could tell you one day. Definitely. I hope you are smiling and enjoying life. I hope your days are blessed and good and your health improves and smile grows wider. Remember, this is all temporary and we are all striving for something bigger. Your crown of life. Mom used to even say the same thing. Now I understand. Never let anyone steal your joy when you truly have so much of. I am grateful for everything good and bad because in the end, it's all for my good. And isn't that what life is all about, Sarah? Everything that's for you. I love you and miss you so. Thank you for remembering I'm here and you're thinking about me. As mom always would say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Remember the news, court TV, social media. The world works for ratings. They don't care about me, only what they can get from me. And remember, you can always ask me. I love you dearly. Thank you always. I look forward to hearing from you, hopefully more often. Miss you. Send pictures, please. He doesn't want to ask you about your case because he's smart enough to know that it's all being documented, Sarah. So, and every single time she mentions his mother or their mother, it does. Is it guilt? Because, whatever she told Julie Harper, there was some tension between her and her brother because of the mother. Either the way the mother treated him or treated her differently when he got there because of their closeness and age. I think she was probably jealous. But is it a dig? Because I think in a normal situation, had we not had that bit about whatever is going on with the mom and Philip, whatever was going on, we would think, oh, they're bonding over their mom. I do that with my brother's children. I feel like that I get to talk about him in a way that I can't talk about him with like adults who didn't know him, or I don't know, like I get to share the memories of my brother's life with them. And so it's always like a good time, like a good cry. And they like to hear about him, right? So I'm keeping his memory alive. But in these, she's not really keeping her memory alive other than pointing out like what she said, what she did, as if to guilt him into like, remember mom, she would be thinking about me. Or I don't know. You guys let me know. I can't exactly put my thumb on it, but it's something is in there because it's every single time with her and the mom. And we know she talks disparagingly about Philip to other people. So what gives? We're going to do a comfort break. We're at 1:11 right now. I'm going to do a comfort break because I need some water. And then, we'll be. Did I even run the intro? I don't think I read the intro. Let me run the intro and then we'll run a comfort break later. Shout out to my members and supporters, to my baby boy and my 2 little Yorkie girls. And we're back. Fun fact, on my way to the airport from when I was leaving California, my driver was like, "What kind of music do you like?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't really care." He was half black and half Puerto Rican. That's going to matter in a second. He was like, "Oh, people always say that." And then I play country music. I was like, "Oh my God, I love country music." And he played one and it was a song I heard and I was like bopping to it. And then he changed it. I was like, "I knew that one. What are you doing?" He was like, "Well, I was easing you into it. That one is blah, blah, blah." So then he played another and I hadn't heard it, but I liked it. Anyway, I thought that was funny. You're like, "Why would you assume I don't like country music, sir?" But I guess people assume he doesn't like it. So anyway, there we go. Fun fact from my trip. Okay, 8:13, Lana Albert, Sarah Boone, outgoing, TT posting. TT is transparent. T, you can't be contained. No one word. Representative for now. Remember to think of any subliminal shout outs I can do for you tomorrow. Not a subliminal shout out, ma'am. That's not how subliminal works. Anyway, red folder will be there too. Thank you, heart. As for TT, yes, I understand. A magician doesn't give away her tricks. Get it. But can you please respond with the following? I need to confirm the wrong info from Deputy Do Wrong instead of Deputy Do Right. We get it, sir. Since she listed the state doc for the DV, see if she can and will post 1/28/21. No date listed, no findings, not on the clerk website. So how is she supposed to find it if it's no date and no what? First of all, you were incarcerated on 1/28/21. Anyway, oh, it must be the missed meetings. Okay, so she's saying 1/28/21. There's nothing on the clerk's website about a court hearing. Okay. 1/28/22, specifically told by the attorney Padilla, I did not have to attend. I did not refuse. You did refuse if they came to get you and you said no, because clearly they didn't get the did not need to attend, but you claim you never missed anything. You did miss it. I mean, you did. Whether he said you didn't have to go or not, you weren't there, i.e., you missed the court hearing. I did not have to be there. Found in my notes. 9/15/23, canceled hearing, no refusal. See clerk's website. You see how much time she's spending churning this instead of going through her discovery? She already won that motion. What, dear God, is the point other than to be, I'm right? Be effective. Don't be right. Family court minutes, motion to withdraw, case management hearing, parties present include Sarah K. Oh, look, she misspelled her own name. Boone's respondent, recessed at 10:21, subject to call. Deputy clerk in attendance, Samantha S. I have this document. Please see if she'll post this in addition to the dropped DV case. You can tell her it's me. I mean, we already covered it. I covered that on my channel, the drop DV case. Your arrest that night, and you just started a job last week, and you're going to get fired, and you couldn't, like, explain what happened on the stairs. And that was the first time that she called on George, or at least that the police actually showed up. So, anyway, You can tell her it's me. In regards to POS former husband, I am not worried, and that was already planned. I've been trying to get court orders for the phone and tablet, but was denied. They're in the clerk's website also. I'm sure as the dates get closer, I can obtain. I'm mentioning to investigator to look into it in the meantime. Wouldn't the investigator know how to get the calls or get the tablet messages? Or at least get you in the right direction since you're calling collect? Come on, Billy, where you at? Where you at? Love your point of view. Your brain and mine have so much in common. Next message, heated about that one. Love you. 813 outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding the lawyer you know. Thank you for this. I am glad he sees my many efforts and pushes back. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. Hold, please. If you're like, just touching it wouldn't happen. I was touching it because I couldn't hear it, so then I just wanted to make sure. I've said it before, but I'm on a Mac, and this is not a Mac-friendly microphone in that it can't override what the Mac is doing. So I have to go in and check that it didn't reset, like to Mac default or to my iPhone or something else. Because those who have been here knows that it happens. So, all right, here we go. Thank you for this. I'm glad he sees my many efforts and pushbacks. I'm trying, and that people stuck up for me, including him. Quality, not quantity. As for the heated part, please mention to TT and TLYK from me so they can hopefully post asking if I'm wrong. Please. The state played dirty. Their professional responsibility was to file a written objection to my motion for being unhandcuffed and a notice of calling witnesses. I was not given the opportunity to properly prepare my defense. Gee, where have we heard that before? And justify myself. Yes, I won, but my due process was violated. As usual, exclamation. Still is being, exclamation point. The state did not file appropriate paperwork and abide by the process. Let me know what you think. TT and TLYK. Wrong. Everything they accused me of was corrected and justified on my end. And thank you for the pointers all the time. I learn and listen and apply from everyone. Convince the judge. Thank you for that one. Yes. Girl, did you get it? Because at sentencing, we couldn't tell. We could not tell that you were trying to convince the judge that you didn't want to do life. The things you said, being forced to be pro se, you forced yourself. Yes, good practice. The no statements thing. It's so hard not to do, and it makes me mad. I can't justify myself. But yes, I will remember and will do. Remember it all. And I wasn't asking for other hearings to be closed, only the discovery viewing. And the media has already put in a motion to attend and force themselves to be there. WTF, Lana? I found out from my investigator this morning. How can they? What will truly be suppressed if so? Sunshine State, girl. Sunshine State. Should have murdered somebody in. Oh, never mind. You shouldn't have murdered anybody. What will truly be suppressed if so? It's only for sick ratings. Imagining me looking and touching the suitcase. Girl, well, if you had that thought, you sure didn't disappoint during the trial. You gleefully ran down there and grabbed the suitcase, offered to demonstrate with the bat how you poked him. You just don't make sense, Sarah. Really? WTF, can you send me a copy? Am I in the COS, Certificate of Service? What are the last 5 entries? If you can, please tell me. As you know, I do not have access. I am blind until I get in the snail mail, and is another delay to rightfully and properly, timely defend myself. Girl, you're the one in jail. That is your responsibility. That is your bad. There's so much I could tell you. Oh, what is FAIT? I'm going to go outside to thaw out. Now I know how you feel in Minnesota. It is freezing in here. I have so much to do before tomorrow. God help me and you. Thank you for all you are doing. I love you. Feel good and smile wide. I do because of you. Okay. 8/13/2024. Incoming. The news. from Lana. TT just posted a motion dated yesterday for the motion to intervene for the limited purpose of opposing closure. It was filed by WFTV, Channel 9, and in the midst of all the gobbledygook, basically whined about your request to close proceedings and lock the media out. Can you say temper tantrum? 813 ongoing. Oh, you didn't like that one, Liberty? Too loud? Outgoing, Lana Albert, regarding the news. Thanks for this. I just learned this morning about, if you can, send me a copy, sick ratings. Have you ever heard or seen of this being done in any other case? Why, yes, Sarah. Yes, she has, because she's a true crime fan. Tell her, Lana. 813-242 incoming, Lana Albert, Sarah Boone, regarding the news. We were messaging each other at the same time. FK me. I am in dialysis now, so I'll have to work on the copy paste when I get home and have recovered. In the meantime, I'm so honored to see the red folder. Since you're no longer cuffed, let's screw with the news and the public a little. Remember the last picture of myself where I saluted you from dialysis? You should return the gesture quickly at the hearing. You could make it subtle, but enough to get the news media and the YouTube people to go, what does that mean? And give the body language and psychologist idiots seizures. Lol. Only if you want to. It's okay if you don't. Poor little whiny brats from the news can't handle being shown the door. Wah. Sorry, I think I should get some protein. People are giving me looks for cracking up, laughing at my chair. You're awesome, Sarah. Go kick some ass. But in a calm, cool, collected, I could never hurt a fly sort of way. 813, 2:44 p.m. outgoing to Lana regarding who is this? These are all the invites I've received in the last couple of days. What do you think? Anyone worth responding to? Kellyanne Martin and Anna Garcia, Burbank, California. Tabitha Rom, Douglasville, Georgia. Cassandra Alexander, Central Point, Oregon. Christina Hodges, Lufkin, Texas. Benjamin Sharp says on Amelia from New Haven, Connecticut, but in his letter, he gives me an address of Somerset, UK. Rachel Calhoun, Kokomo, Indiana. Sorry, and any of these people where you live, if I'm butchering your name of your city. She's back. She did it right this time and completed her account. See what you can find. What are your thoughts? Incoming from Lana, 813 at 250 regarding who is this? Who this? Look at you, Miss Popular. I have my research marching orders tonight, eh? We all know Miss Calhoun, eh? Looks like other people are using Emilio too. I really, really hate that app. I'm so grateful you responded to me, even though Emilio mangled everything I tried to type. I'll get on these. Aims tonight after everyone goes to bed. My mother-in-law called me having a panic attack because she had to meet her lawyer and wants my help crafting some documents. So there goes my Wednesday plans. I wanted to finish up the references for the documentary, folks. I have to do them during business hours, but I'll start on the checking identities tonight. So she already has a list of things, Sarah, that she's doing for you that she hasn't finished. And here you are giving her more things to do. She's got dialysis. She's got to recover from dialysis. She has relatives who need her help. But no, you need her more because you flashed a red folder. Yikes. 813, 257. If anybody's out there writing to prisoners, let this be a cautionary tale. Be careful. They will promise you the moon and send you straight to hell in a handbasket. Okay. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana, 813, 257 p.m. I see the fly and put it outside. I roll. You be cool, calm, and collected, and don't fall out of your chair. Talk to you in a bit. Calm down. Love you. Wait, how long ago was that? So 7 minutes after she sent that, she's telling her to calm down. Okay. 8:13, 3:03 p.m. Outgoings from Sarah to Lana regarding who is this. It's not that important. You first. I'm sorry if I'm stressing you. You know I love you and I'm grateful always. And you're my favorite. Ha. Salute. It's going to be quick, so you better be watching. Blow up doll face. 8:14. Incoming. Lana Albert. Regarding who is this. You'll probably read this after your hearing is over. It's about midnight here. Oh, 2:49 in the morning. Okay, it's about midnight here as I'm writing this. Before I go into the names of the people you asked me about, I have to tell you something. Transparency just posted the entire Pro Se packet onto her YouTube community section. I was just thinking, I wish I could get my hands on it so I could read, study, and help with more than just a history of watching other trials and hearings. I'm just blown away that I didn't have to ask, and she had the resourcefulness to find and publish it. I will be reading it in its entirety. Did you ever see My Cousin Vinny? It was all about a court case regarding two college kids being charged with murder, and their lawyer was some incompetent rube who had never tried a murder nor had ever done any trials, played by Joe Pesci, and was the cousin of one of the defendants, one of the accused. Long story short, his girlfriend, Marissa Tomei, got her hands on a trial procedure book and studied it, so her input saved the boys' lives. It was a comedy, but you can see the point, right? And if you have seen the movie, you should if you haven't. You even get it more. Anyways, kills me to say it. On to business at hand. Tabitha Rome. Okay, this one was easy. I found her really quickly. She loves maybe true crime and owns a blog dedicated to true crime cases and writes what she thinks goes through the criminal's mind. She's fascinated with what perpetrators think and motivations for the crime itself. She has a website dedicated to blogging about various crimes and seems really fixated on getting into the minds of the people at the center of the case. It's no mystery why she's reached out to you. I personally think you are far more than some zoo exhibit. I hope that doesn't make me a hypocrite. I am very interested in the minds of the true crime subjects that interested me. However, I reached out to you because you are innocent and I wanted to know you as a person and not a subject for study. Does that make sense? I feel like you, no matter what, as you talk to her, you're studying her though, right? Like we are as we read these. I mean, we're seeing more than what Lana's seeing because we see her conversations with different people, like how she's BFFing Christina Pena, how she's bad mouthing her brother, but gladly accepting his gifts and commissary money and dropping little guilt niblets for her brother to pick up. How shitty she is to Brian, but nice to everyone else. So we know she knows how to be nice, or at least to pretend to, but she chooses not to. Everything about her is a study. The more we see, anyway. Okay, you guys let me know what you think. Did Lana just want to get to know her? Did she really believe she was innocent, or was there some sort of like fascination? Because I almost wrote her, but it was more out of fascination. I never thought she was innocent for 1 second. I didn't want to like outright tell her off because I wanted to engage, but instead I made a channel and I met all of you lovely people. So that worked out for all of us because, oh God, I just didn't want her energy in my world in that way. I mean, it comes in a little bit through these messages, but you know, like actually engaging with her, I just, no. Okay. Kelly Ann Martin, who did you just find? Question mark, question mark. If this is who I think it is, this is another true crime producer and documentarian. And she is a much larger scale than Shimmers. She has some serious credit to her name, with Forensic Files being one of them. I wonder if this is the real Kelly, because if it is, she is a big deal. Anna Garcia, holy crap, you picked up another producer with 8 Emmys to her name. She is 43 and has a mile long of credits in the true crime section. Did you list her and Kelly together for a reason? Please tell me more about them. She also produced dozens of episodes and standalone documentaries. And this is a lot of excitement for Lana, who would normally be sitting around doing, I don't know what, in between dialysis. This is a lot. Please tell me more. I mean, I would be freaking out if I were on the side of good and this was happening. Lana thinks she's on the side of good, and so she's excited. It is kind of a big deal. I mean, we know Anna Garcia. I don't necessarily remember who was it, Kellyanne Martin, but definitely I've watched Anna Garcia for years. Anyway, please tell me more about them. She's produced dozens of episodes and standalone documentaries. These two have my attention. Cassandra Alexander, she's a youngster, graduated college in 2020 from Rogue Community College. I think she might be a nurse or studying to be one, as she is newly married, I think. There are actually more than one Cassandra, but I think I may have the right one. She and her husband make a cute couple. They both love food judging by their robust appearance in their picture. I could be wrong, and it's the other Cassandra with less known about her. Oh my god, I love food judging. I used to be one of those on my original Instagram, which I don't even go on anymore, but I would go out to eat and post the pictures of the food and talk about it, and I would always get a flight of wine because I had a drinking problem. And so yeah, it sounds like maybe they have that on their Instagram. All in all, a normal person, either one of them. Christine Hodges, again, there are two. I think, though, I know which one contacted you. If it's the one I think she is, she works for herself as a caregiver, doing personal care services for elderly and disabled people, which has me giving her a round of applause. She registered her business as a sole proprietorship, which makes me like her more. No picture though, so I can't tell you what she looks like. The other Christina is a criminal who got arrested for burglary and drug possession with intent to sell. Arrested or convicted, Lana? Because we know Sarah's very particular about if you're just arrested, that doesn't mean anything. It's only when you're convicted. So was she convicted for burglary and drug possession? Because if not, Sarah doesn't want to hear about it. I'm hoping it is the first Christina. I have her full address. Is she on Ted Trout Drive? Benjamin Sharp. Okay, he is tricky. I didn't find anyone that matched him from Connecticut. But in the UK, we have a 37-year-old guy who has done his own battles in the court system. He's a bit of a hothead and was charged with 2 counts of assault and has pled not guilty. If this is the same guy contacting you, he must feel like a kindred spirit because he is also taking the magistrate court to task for his injustices as well. Do I have the right guy? I'm not 109% I do. Rachel Calhoun. Rachel. She really wants to connect with you. If I recall correctly, she's a normal person, not given to any red flags that I saw, not a clout chaser. She might be like me, interested in getting to know you. She should buy you a drink, I swear. Has anyone someone in a bar? Maybe met, yeah. R is next to T on the keyboard. Or ask someone to go to coffee. Am I weird for thinking this way? More and more, I'm so grateful and honored, Sarah. You're going to hear me say it many times to you. Out of all these people, you picked my mangled Emilio and took a chance. Your friendship has come to mean a lot to me. Girl, you got in right in time. That's why you got in ahead of all the storm and the pro se business. Once she went pro se, everybody wanted to know Miss Sarah Catherine Paulson Boone. I can't believe it's only been since February, March, because I feel like I've known you for years. Anyways, before I get all mushy, I'll be praying for you for your hearing to go well. It's 1:48 my time. By the time I'm ending this message, I started at midnight. Lord, grant her favor with the judge, and I pray she has wisdom and strength going in there, and may she have victory and peace. In about 15 minutes, you're going to get your bunk kicked. I have a doctor appointment at 1:45 my time, so I'll be available around about 3 my time, 4 p.m. yours. If you want to talk, okay, 8:14, outgoing, Sarah Boone. Who is this? Hey, I have a cool officer this morning. Oh, outgoing to Lana, sorry. I have a cool officer this morning, and she let me have a tablet really quick. Love you for this info. Such a badass researcher. And yes, Kellyanne Martin and Anna Garcia wrote me a message. Kelly actually telling me Anna wants to talk with me. Oh, I wish I could forward to you. What do you want me to do with them? If they're who you say, they can be useful and to our advantage. See how she uses our at the inopportune, like manipulative time, like bring Lana into the fold. This is for us. This is for us, my pretty. Come here, my pretty. How will it advantage us, my pretty? If they're what question should I ask to filter a catfish? What do you want me to ask? So my court is at 1:30, and remember, I'm sitting at the attorney table, so my back may be turned to the camera. If so, you may not see me salute. I might be able to another way, but I know but no, I know I'm supposed to do it. I even wrote a reminder in your red folder to do. If anything, it's the thought that counts. Don't think I'm not going to try. I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for the prayer. I'll talk to you afterward and won't be back here until later. The only bad thing about afternoon court, long day. Loves in the meantime. Don't work too hard. Thank you for you. 8:14, 8:22 a.m. incoming Lana. Lana is up and at 'em, girl. Regarding who is this? Hey, awesome with the tablet. The two producers, can you give me their complete and full address and phone number? I know you can't copy paste, but can you give me a Cliff Notes relay? What kind of letterhead did they use? Burbank, California, ding to be a true location for them. Remember Ashley Banfield, the catfish? I spotted the address discrepancy and the simple notebook letter. Did they give you letterhead? They are really keen on this letterhead. They could be huge if they are real. One has won 8 Emmys and has done dozens of TV productions, and the other is just about as big with a long IMDb credits list with broadcast TV productions. You and I are of one mind as to make really sure it isn't a catfish. I'll wait for this info when you get the time. As for the salute, only do it if you can pull it off. I was thinking when you walk in or walk out. If you can't, it is the thought that counts. I'm so happy to see you no matter what, my friend. Incoming from Diane Smith to Hello Sarah. Now, I think this is the woman some of you guys said was the chaplain that spoke, because there's also a Diane on the commissary that I was looking at. But anyway, let's just... Hello, Sarah, question mark, question mark. Well, good morning. I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you and missing you very, very much. Seems strange. I can't just come visit with you like I did in the good old days, question mark, question mark. Danielle called me the other day and told me that you were on TV. So I found and watched you for a while. Wish I could have been there with you. It seems like you have a pretty good judge. You did amazing handling yourself without an attorney in court, something most people would never attempt. Brave girl. Because most people have sense and they have their act right fully installed so they don't forfeit their free attorney, but not our girl Sarah. Brave girl. So how do you think everything is going? What's going on in Bravo? What's the worst thing that happened lately? And what's the best thing that happened lately? If you see Officer Fulton or Frank, tell him hello for me. Also, you have a new senior chaplain named Jackie. Have you met her? Okay, so maybe she is. Haven't seen Christina lately. She's gone to a family reunion. She sent me pictures of her family yesterday. She has a beautiful mother. What an awesome thing to be reunited and experience restoration with her loved ones. The Lord is good, question mark, question mark. Chaplain, you don't know if the Lord is good? Frankie and I are well. 4 days ago, my nose started running. I got violently sick on my stomach and got diarrhea and started feeling disoriented. TMI, Chaplain, TMI. So I prayed for an hour. I took some silver water and some supersonic, and within a couple hours, I felt the sickness leave me. Oh no, not the silver water. She's one of those. Wasn't there the tea house murder guy? Somebody in there was taking silver and died or something. Like, what? Okay. God is amazing. The devil is a liar. Well, I hope to hear from you soon. Do you need me to send you message credits? Forever love you. Question mark, question mark. Diane. Incoming from Kelly Ann Martin. I'm looking at the time. I'm going to do the break now because if I do these over 2 hours, StreamYard doesn't make those lovely little shorts for me. So we're going to do a pause and basically I'm going to reload the tape. 442, incoming from Kelly Ann Martin. Subject, watching. That doesn't sound creepy, Kelly Ann. Hi, Sarah. I wanted to send you another message. I was watching today as you represented yourself and were asking for the necessary documents, discovery, and access to what the prosecution has, but you have not yet received. Sarah, I really would like you to sit down with us to talk about what it is like to represent yourself. What is it like to have your life on the line? What it feels like to have to be relentless in your requests in order to make sure you are able to represent yourself in a manner where you can defend yourself accurately. You can reply to this message to let me know if this is something you would want to do. We are Warner Brothers Productions, true crime news with Anna Garcia. So it would be a national platform who would hear you and see you, not local. Let me know. Thank you, Sarah. She dropped the Warner Brothers. She said, we are Warner Brothers Productions, not some rinky dink. Anyway. I like that she didn't lead with that, though, honestly. Like, this is her second communication, and she said it. So I don't feel like it's a name drop. Well, it is a little bit of a name drop, but in so much as like she wasn't using that as a lure as the only reason, but she's just like this, you would be on a national stage, right? So all of your fans that you cited with little stars across the globe would be able to see you. Okay, 8:14, 4:57 p.m. incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding or subject mixed bag. Hey, as of 4 p.m. my time, they have not yet posted the hearing, but they just updated your case docket and it looks like you won extended time with the laptop and lost the bid to close proceedings. Wah, wah, wah. Stupid news media. Just goes to show that money and ratings is more important to the court than justice and fairness. So, Lana, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think that is a fair statement. The law is the law. So the court, aka Zaddy Kranick, is not concerned about the ratings. He's concerned about the law. So he would be overruled, overturned. I could stop all things if he denied the media based on what was presented access. They could do the, oh my God, what is it? The appeal that's in progress, not afterwards, enter something. Oh my God, let me look it up because now it's going to drive me crazy. Mid-trial appeal name. Interlocutory. So they could have done an interlocutory appeal and halted everything until that got sorted out. So I think you know that, Lana, as a true crime fan. There's tons of case law on that. So maybe you're just saying that to help Sarah, but you're not doing her any favors, right? Anyway, yeah, money has nothing to do. Kranick is not benefiting from that. Kranick is an officer of the court of the law. He's upholding the law. Sorry about that. Looking forward to hearing how it went. If you want to and can, question mark, give me a call. I reloaded my account, so it should be fine. Each 15 minutes is like $2.55, so no big deal, as long as it's not 2 hours a day, every day, hey? Incoming from Lana to Sarah, subject, found out something about you. I didn't know you were a Nickelodeon kid. See, I knew you were an interesting person. Your partner was some baseball card collector and you cruised the mall and checked out guys. Some channel I've never heard of called Criminal Intent did a deep dive on you and talked about your parents and posted clips of the game show. Not the whole thing. I'm jealous. I've always wanted to go on a game show. Very cool. If anybody's interested in seeing the whole thing in its entirety, it's on Trial TV Live on their channel, which I'm pretty sure Katrina got it from there but didn't credit them. Whatever. But if you want to see the whole thing, it's over there. Incoming from Lana to Sarah, your hearing is the subject line, 8:15, 2:39 a.m. I'm saying? I'm not pretty sure. What I will say is it's clips of it and not in its entirety, which leads me to believe that she got some of it from Child TV Live. She may have gotten it completely separately alone on, in parallel with Child TV. Let me just say that because I don't need anybody suing me. Okay. I just watched your hearing and the lawyer already posted his live reactions. You did great. And the lawyer you know specifically asked whoever is relaying you his advice to pass some directly on to you. The guy who was arguing that they were catering to you beyond everyone else really pissed him off. And he was saying that you were making reasonable ask and that the guy's prejudice against you personally was evident. Oh, are you talking about Law Daddy Scott Chevenel? I don't think he was prejudiced against her. He's read the file, sir. He's read the file. Anyway, for those of you guys who didn't see that hearing, that is the jail counsel for the jail. Not like, okay, Liberty. Not like a jail lawyer, but actually represented. So he was on that call. Anyway, I don't know if I saw Peter's reaction on that, but was he, did he literally say that the guy was prejudiced? That to me does not give Peter Tragos vibes, but maybe. Yeah, so apparently, according to Lana, Peter said that the lawyer, Scott Chevenel, was prejudiced personally, and it was evident. This is what he wants me to tell you. One, he is impressed at your Plan B alternative agreement with the state regarding evidence. So that's where they worked out meeting at the sheriff's office or somewhere else to have the evidence reviewed instead of in front of the cameras. Because if it's in court, cameras are allowed. With the media, number two, with the media, and in the future, don't forget the argument that the media wouldn't be in the hearings if you had a lawyer. Why should you be penalized for being pro se? Because those meetings would not be in the courtroom. They would be somewhere else, like in a law office or at the sheriff's office. If it's in the courtroom, the media has a right to be there. And Peter knows that. So I'm again questioning the requoting. My personal opinion is that Channel, who cares about the spelling, is a major and complete asshat. Or maybe she means Chanel? Asshat. I wonder if Lana's in a lot of chat rooms, or used to be back in the day. I remember just hearing that a lot in chat rooms, like back, I don't know, in the late 90s. Was it that? No, maybe not. Maybe the early aughts, or as the UK likes to say, the early knots. The naughties. Anyway, I'm so sidetracked right now. Who the hell does he think he is? I'm sorry you had to suffer that little pissant. Who is the pissant? Channel. Who cares about the spelling? Is it? Oh, maybe Chevenel. Maybe she's talking about Scott Chevenel. Okay. And she spelled it. Okay. Who the hell does he think he is? I'm sorry you had to suffer that little pissant. Oh, no. He gave her what she came for. The lawyer you know was so hot under the collar about this that he sharply admonished one of his fans who made a crack about you shouldn't have, but J, blah, blah, suitcase. Oh, you shouldn't have put George, blah, 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 suitcase, blah, blah, blah. And he rounded on the guy saying, this isn't about punishing people who you don't like or you think is guilty. This is what the captain wants to do. The point is, next time, if a person who you think is innocent is subject to this treatment, it would be a grave miscarriage of justice. No, it's everybody was subject to that treatment, is what Law Daddy Chevenel said. Everybody. And what the law says is she's entitled to a pencil and a piece of paper. So all this other stuff about she needs the internet, we all know why she wants the internet. She wants to go watch The Lawyer You Know, which I guess is good for him. So, okay. The point is, next time, if a person who you think is innocent, okay, this means it's a miscarriage regardless of guilt or innocence. I have never seen him so irritated. I wish he was on our side. You did great. Many of his listeners were saying that you are being treated unfairly. Really? These hearings where you are fighting and arguing as the underdog is beneficial to you in the court of public opinion. Oh God, don't tell her that. That means she's going to fight more. It's not an overwhelming reaction across all videos and websites, but at least in the viewership of The Lawyer You Know, which she writes YLYK, you have supporters. I am impressed again by Ms. Boone. Oh, P.S. 2 unrelated things. I didn't know you had 2 brothers. I understand not talking about a brother. I have 2 brothers too. I'm a middle child. Oh, Sarah and Lana are both middle children. My young brother is rehabilitated now, but he used to be estranged from us due to drugs, cheating, ? Stealing, my parents blind, and being a compulsive liar. For years, I didn't talk to him. It was only recently after I came within a hair's breadth of dying. last, I don't know what that says, October. Oh, it's this part of within a hair's breadth of dying last October that we started taking tiny baby steps to reconnect again. Don't be friends with me because I'm dying. I would have had to give him 50 feet. Like, listen, you get your life together. There's so much I want to ask you and talk to you about on Ice Cream Day. Hold on to hope, Sarah. I do, and someday soon I am looking forward to meeting you in person. Until then, you are doing awesome, see? So for anybody who's new, Ice Cream Day is when Sarah is free and they can talk freely in person on their couch with a tub of ice cream talking about what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that Lana cautions her not to say on here because it's recorded and will be seen by us. Like, it's like she knew we were going to get these text messages. Okay, 8:15, 10:40 a.m. outgoing to Kelly Ann Martin regarding watching. Hi, Kelly. Forgive my delay in responding. As you are aware, my ongoing debacles or debauchless and endless struggles. I try to find time just to rest and take a cat nap whenever possible to keep my energy and spirits up. Girl, you are laying it on thick. Because then what are you doing when you're not catnapping? You're not looking at that Discovery, ma'am. It seems there are not enough hours in the day, and I'm saying that in jail. I cannot describe to you in words what this is like for me. Truly, thank you for contacting me and your hopeful, genuine intent to really know and understand my circumstances and situation. Please know I receive messages daily, and I don't know who's who and do not normally respond. A friend of mine looks my friend request up for me so I have a general idea what or who these people are. She is a true crime fan also, which is how she found me. She knows who you both are, but you must understand catfish are in abundance and we never know who someone says they are. As a request for sincerity, could you please provide some kind of credentials, letterhead, your address, or phone number to confirm who you say you are? If possible, also, I know my friend will want to contact you directly to verify further.
She'll want to, or you'll want her to?
To verify further before arranging or sharing anything more. I am overdue, Kelly, in having an opportunity to speak about anything, everything, and I'm forced to sift through and deflect all the unfair, retaliated oppression just to get here. Who is retaliating against you? What did you do to them that they are retaliating against? Who is oppressing you? Did somebody talk you into putting George in a suitcase and not letting him out? Girl, tell us. We'll wait. No? Okay. Being raised as an advocate to believe and support the justice system, I am heartbroken and dismayed. This is my first impression to have them fairly advocate for me, not add more obstacles and even greater disadvantages, making my struggle to succeed in anything so much more arduous and appear to be hopeless. I cannot describe in words. Goliath just keeps growing. Remember, though, it only took one smooth stone. I'm waiting and praying I will get an opportunity to use mine. Again, I am grateful for your contact. When you are able, please forward what you can so we can pursue and proceed prayerfully and successfully. Overdue. I look forward to your reply. Keep watching. Thank you. Outgoing, Sarah to Lana, subject, found out something about you. What about my parents? Ellipse. Then incoming from Lana, call me, I couldn't pick up. 11:58 on 8:15, outgoing, forgot to Lana. Sorry, I was sidetracked from all of our frivolity and joy on the phone. Thank you for that. Heart. So fun and very much needed, as I'm sure you can understand. Heart. Please, when you have a minute, could you text POS and remind him it's commissary day? He can know I have outside resources to tell him again and again when he doesn't answer the phone or reply to any of the messages over 100 so as to not bother you. Please. So now your flying monkeys are harassing your ex-husband about money while he's unemployed and raising your child as a single parent. It's a good group of friends you have there, Sarah. I have $18 left in my account, and he's promised me for months and months he was going to finally add funds and purchase my measly coffee package for well over a year now. Please. So are we to believe Sarah has gone all this time with no coffee, or did other people buy her coffee and she's still pretending to Lana that he didn't because she's dry begging? Except one of you guys said moist begging. This might be moist begging. She's moist begging Lana to get her some coffee packages. Because we saw all the sugar that she bought in her commissary for 2024. So she had something to put it into. The artificial sweetener. Artificial sugar, whatever, however you say that. Please, my feelings won't be hurt if you are unable or don't want to. By you texting also gives record to me having to do more than just ask him for, like he's supposed to already be doing it regularly. No, he's not, Sarah. He's not supposed to be doing it regularly. There's no order in place that says that. You've already been told, as of, I believe it was 2022 or 2023, that this matter will be sorted out after your criminal matter is resolved. Why don't you tell Lana that part? And how is that her texting a record for you? Like she's going to submit her text messages to court, because that's not creepy that a total stranger is bothering him about money that's none of her business after you've already sent 100 messages. It's giving stalker, ma'am. It's not giving help you in court. It's giving stalker. Harassment, restraining order. Okay. Oh my God. And if you can, do it 2 more times today. So there's no excuse he didn't get the message or he was busy. Your times of choice. Get him, please. And this is not to have you do anything other than text him, all caps, K. Oh, my new salutation. Faith to sight, heart. Prayer to praise, heart. Love you. Thank you. Bye. Heart. Let me get this right. So if she wants to send him a message, not only 1, but then 2 more times, so there's no excuse. Girl, he doesn't care about the message. Just like we have understood now that Thursday is commissary, he's got it down. We're in 2024, boo. You've been there for 4 years, 4 plus. How would you say it? You would say ongoing 5. Ongoing 5. He's got it. He doesn't want to give it to you. Oh my God. I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? I can't remember the beat on that, the rhythm. But anyway, what you gonna do with it, girl? What you gonna do with it? Okay, so Sedata Shimmers, Sarah is sending her a note regarding follow-up as the subject line. Hi, Sasha. Thank you for your support and point of view. Always welcomed. I'm glad to know you are able to clearly see some of the unfairness and injustice I am experiencing, and from the justice, quote unquote, system, quote unquote, nonetheless. I don't know why it's not justice system, justice, quote, justice system, end quote, but you guys let me know, because I can't just get into the mind of Sarah. Raised as an advocate for said, quote, system, end quote, you must know how disheartening and dismayed my first impression of them not being a rightful and lawful advocate now for me, and as I am in need of in so many ways. Just by being fair, which is the foundation of the justice system, would be a sincere and admirable expected attempt of upholding its responsibilities and representing as the example they are supposed to be. As I
represent, they not representing, girl.
As I've said before in court, God must really believe in me as I do him to give me this spectacular journey I have been gifted with. You mean putting your boyfriend in a suitcase and leaving him there? That was the gift? Girl, you need a better picker. From glory to glory, every day is just, isn't it from God be the glory? Don't get me started. Every day is just another opportunity to show my strength, diligence, and endurance received by and through him. He will bring it to pass. In regards to your offer of sending me pictures, news updates, etc., regarding all that is being said about me in my misunderstood criminal case, I must bow out gracefully in accepting. I've already been falsely judged in the court of public opinion, and as you know, people are people. are people. What? I am me, no matter what anyone or thing wants to say. I am me. And for those who truly know and see me, they know too, I am me. I do not conform or hide or shrink in adversity. Like David and Goliath, David ran towards the giant. No one will ever dim my light or steal my joy. I am me, ceaselessly. Is this a poem, a haiku? For anyone who is mean or rude or belittling my choice about me, Sasha, it's their loss. I have too much to sift through and deflect just with the quote, justice, quote, end quote, system, end quote, to waste any of my invaluable time on obvious ignorance and lemmings. I've got bigger obstacles to overcome. They're not as important as they think they are. And as said, sticks and stones, Goliath may appear to be growing. But remember, it took David only one smooth stone. She's a smooth operator. Okay. I am eagerly and prayerfully waiting to use mine. Keep watching and your pom-poms close to help me succeed in any and every way possible. I am grateful for your time to write and care. Truly. Thank you for you. Have a super day and never let anyone steal your joy either. Faith to sight, prayer to praise. Thanks again. Incoming from Kellyanne Martin to Sarah regarding watching. Sarah, great to hear from you. Also, good to hear you are holding up under the immense pressure of defending yourself. It must be very daunting to face these challenges every single day. She's agreeing with her. I am happy to confirm everything you've asked for, as I think you should be cautious, especially with the platform of TikTok and armchair detectives with minuscule experience and zero credentials. I have been an investigative crime producer since 1999. I know I am dating myself. I was the showrunner and co-executive producer on Forensic Files from 2000 to 2011. I have worked as a producer with Chris Hansen, Elizabeth Smart, along with many survivors and advocates. I encourage your friend to review my LinkedIn account, which will have my entire curriculum vitae. Also, if she wants to call my studio office phone, it is 818 Mind Your Own Business, lovelies. This is my number at Warner Brothers Studios, and will also verify my credentials. You can call Warner Brothers Switchboard and probably get connected to her, but not her number. I'm attaching pictures of my badge as well as letterhead so you can fully vet my credentials. After you feel comfortable and are able to verify everything, I would like you to consider sitting down with Anna Garcia to talk about the challenges you are facing daily. I also want you to talk about what you believe the outcome should be and how you plan to achieve it. I think everyone should have an opportunity to own their own narrative. Amen. Especially when it is their life on the line. So that reminds me when she says, how do you plan to achieve it? Because this is right after the hearing with Chevina when she was like, well, how could anybody have a successful outcome with just a pen and a paper? So I remember thinking at that time, what does a successful outcome mean? So perhaps they're also picking up what she's putting down of like, what's the outcome you're looking for and how do you plan to achieve it? I like that. Okay. Not speaking or using our national platform allows others to not only create the narrative, but drive the narrative. We can arrange for a video call, an in-person visit if permissible, and if not, just a recorded call. I do believe you first would have to let them know you approve this, and then I can arrange everything else. I also want you to know if there's anything else I can do or help with. Yeah, some coins. You can help her with some coins. Always. Okay, please hold. All right, I'm back. The dogs may be a little loud because my phone rang and they think someone's at the door. Okay, here we go. If there's anything else I can do or help with, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from your friend, not your representative, Sarah, and more so from you and and I are continued dialogue. I think she means our, O-U-R. I think it is important you trust me, and I want to always be as transparent with you as possible. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you, Sarah. All right, 8:15, 132. Oh, come on, girls. Hopefully she settles down. So incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding forgot on 8:15, 1:32 p.m. Hey, while you were typing to me, I was going to tell you to check your commissary. I swear I initiated before reading this message. That moist begging worked. I came on here to tell you that plus I just found your entire Nick Arcade episode and I'm watching it. I was wrong about your partner. He did his share to help you win. Oh my God, it blows me away that you got to do this. Awesome. Sure, I'll text your former husband. I would never call him or go beyond what you tell me to do. He never replies to me, but I know he is listening because he hasn't yet blocked me. How do you know if someone blocks you? I'm on an iPhone. Can you tell? Because I have blocked some people. Do they know? Wait. I mean, not that I care. As far as like, what can they do to me? I'm grown and it's my phone. But like, do they know that? Trust me. You tell me to do it if I do it. Tell me to chill, and you only have to say it once. Smiley face. Yes, it was so awesome chatting with you on the phone. You caught me at the right time just before I drove into dialysis. I usually go in early, but I'm still on time, and your episode is on Paramount Plus. That is so cool. Can I ask, where are you in the North order with your two brothers? I won't pry too much into your brother who isn't in the Markness, because I know if you had wanted to tell me about him, you would have. I am guessing there is a reason. Now, girl, Lana, are you tiptoeing around what everybody's been saying on YouTube that he was in jail because he was a kitty diddler, and you just want to let her mention it? Because I know you've seen these videos. Here we go. I'm bringing that up because the name of the new YouTuber who is digging into him in Georgia's past is named Criminal Intent by Katrina Marie. Her deep dive into your past is called Sarah Boone Unmasked, never before seen video and deep dive into her life. Right now it has 156 views and was published 4 days ago. Her channel has 3.6 subscribers, so she is a newbie. Her focus is not just on you, but on many true crime cases. Plus, with the exception of the game show clip, she didn't post any videos that Transparent T hasn't already posted. Kelly Ann Martin, 818, just hung up with you. Luckily, my dialysis machine wasn't alarming all over the place. By the way, that is awesome your mom was a nurse. Mr. Smegma. I don't know what that means. I know Smegma makes appliances, but not with the G. Or not with the extra M. Is it? Or maybe it's Smeg, I'm thinking. Anyway, I don't know what Mr. Smegma means. LMAO, 5 exclamation points. That about suits that little ass hat. Oh, Chevanel again. Okay. Anyways, I'm off to call Kellyanne, but before I do, I'm going to Google that number and reverse search to see what it says about it. If it's a VoIP, I'll know it, and it's a catfish. So let's cross our fingers that it is real. No, Warner Brothers number is real, sis. Before I go, I saw that you won the trip to space camp. Did you actually go? I wanted to go as a kid ever since I saw that movie from 1986. What a fun movie. But ill-timed because of the Challenger explosion. What was it like? Anyways, you are awesome. Talk to you soon. 8:15, August 15th, 5:14 p.m. Incoming from Lana. Subject Delapine update. Hey, Sarah, I am just about done with my reference follow-up with the references for the Delapines, and I just got off the phone with Bonnie Hello, Nomos. And wow, she is definitely on the level. And I finally checked her out and everything lines up and then some. She has won Emmys too and has given Peter and Julian a full-throated recommendation and told me that she has worked with them on multiple projects over the years and they are people of high integrity. She said they also have the resources and connections to make an A grade. She has that accent. I bet you she says resources. Lana. She has that like Canadian-esque accent. Anyway, that's why she says hey, Like, I hear that a lot on the Canadian shows. Hey, how's that going? Hey. Anyway. And connections to make an A-grade documentary. And when they say they want to give you a positive voice and get to know you in depth and not just for sensationalism, they mean it. I followed up with Kellyanne Martin. I'm not so sure she isn't a catfish because I contacted Warner. It says Nithers, but I'm thinking Brothers. And nobody there could verify that she works there. I spoke to HR, security, employee relations, and I called her phone too. She may not be a W-2 employee, though. She might be a 1099. Her phone went to some weird robocall voicemail, and she hasn't gotten back to me. There was no reference to her company on her outgoing message, and it was a computerized male voice that spoke her name, and that's all. When I reverse searched her number, Warner Brothers popped up, but never mentioned her or the exact number in question. It's a Warner Brothers number for sure. If it's a Warner Brothers number, it's coming up as a Warner Brothers number, and you're able to actually contact her, leave a message there. That's her. I mean, I don't know. I guess this skepticism is kind of good, but if they're going to have an actual in-person interview, she would be able to see that. Like, I wouldn't do a recorded call with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll know if it's Anna Garcia or not. I'm not sure that it's your best interest. I'm not so sure if it wasn't spoofed. Even if they are authentic, it's like they want your soundbite to give their agenda some authenticity, but they have their own agenda, and I'm not sure that it's your best interest. I think it would definitely be her best interest to say what a successful outcome looks like. I'm just saying. So the rest of us would be like on the same page with her, and so she doesn't sound nutty as a fruitcake when she's talking about a successful outcome in a murder case. Like, does she think she's walking? Anyway, I would be worried that they take your words and edit and chop them up to make it look like you snapped and you're some sideshow that people will feel better for having locked you up. Sorry for being so blunt about it. No, honey, she did that all on her own. I mean, if that sentencing statement wasn't the nail in the coffin, I don't know what was. It's the vibe I feel, and ordinarily, sorry for being so blunt about it, I don't know, it's the vibe I feel, and ordinarily I love these kinds of true crime shows. The Delapines want to get to know you. They are interested in your backstory, and I believe even more than that, they want to give you your true voice. But it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be both. And they're doing like a short segment. They don't have time for her backstory, nor is it necessarily relevant to why she put her boyfriend in a suitcase. Like, did her mom breastfeed her too long? Didn't breastfeed her enough? Fed her pet milk from the can in a bottle? That's how I was fed in the 70s. But do you know what I mean? Like, what is the... They want to stand up for women who have been the subject of domestic violence. I'm still waiting on Mark Gordon's references, but even if I don't hear back from him right away, he is on set right now working on another documentary. I feel comfortable enough to tell you I believe they are okay to work with. I spoke with him this weekend as Peter wanted to ask me more about my health and how it has affected my life. I'm getting the feeling that he is a true philanthropist and not just the best smooth talker I have ever encountered, you know? So he is a smooth talker though, right? He is getting valid and true endorsements. I gave them the Smart Inmate site and told them how to contact you. Their names are Peter Gunther and Julian Delapine. Now, if you guys remember the April updates that I gave, I think last week, Peter, his name was spelled wrong, but he did not get approved. It said a false identity. So what does that mean? He didn't get approved for Sarah's visitation list in Lowell Annex. You can approve them when you see them. Please let me know if and when you tell them the official yes to working with them. I know time is of the essence and they want to start production before your trial, and it gives them time to secure any legal help you and they can figure out. It's your decision, and I can safely say they check out to me. There's no way they're going to get that done before her trial. We're in August and her trial was set for October 7th. Like, that, first of all, is blowing smoke up her ass. I'm not saying they're not legit. I'm just like, they have some other motives, which I would be more suspicious of than like Kellyanne Martin and Anna Garcia, because We know what they want. They want a story. They want to hear the truth from Sarah. There's no other like, oh, we're going to help these people with this and we're going to help these people with this and we're going to take money from our sponsors and make this document. I don't know. I disagree, Lana, but you and Sarah got it together. Okay. Kellyanne Martin. Hi, Sarah. Kellyanne Martin. Oh, this is incoming from Lana. Subject, Kellyanne Martin. Hi, Sarah. Kellyanne Martin called me back, and it was like a rep-to-rep meeting, and it became clear that what she was looking to do with you. They're not looking to have a documentary with you. Did they ever say they were? They're not in the documentary business. Together, Crime Watch is not a documentary channel. They want to run the lead segment of their show, Crime Watch, daily. It has been renamed True Crime News. And they want to do a single interview with you to talk about who you are, pro se. Okay, so now we understand they're not going to do backstory because it's a single interview, right? We're all on the same page. Okay. Kelly, on that at first that you had chosen to be, but when I told her you didn't choose it, she really was like, are you serious? So now they really want to do the short interview with you to hear how the criminal justice system is treating you. That is the angle. They also want to talk about what you told the police about the case and I asked them if they were going to ask you questions that your answers can be used against you in court. Yes. The answer is always yes. We were seeing that in Karen Reed. I wish we would have seen him more on Lori Vallow, Daybell, but yes, they can. And she responded that they didn't want to cover any other ground than what you had already told police already. Okay. I still am, but as long as it's consistent, because if there's inconsistencies in what she tells them at the time versus what she told police then, that could be trouble. And we know, lovelies, that Sarah is a liar. So can she keep that together? Can she keep that lie sustained where there's no inconsistencies? Because she couldn't even do it in that interrogation. And what was that, a couple hours? So maybe if they do 30 minutes, she can tell the truth or keep the lies straight. What was that we would say when I was younger? People would be like, get your lies straight. Keep your lies straight. Like as an admonishment, not encouraging it. But like, can she keep her lies straight? I still am a bit nervous about the risks. Before you say yes or no, I want to run it by the Delapines. No, they have a conflict of interest. They have a definite conflict of interest to see if you giving a few words to a segment would conflict with their documentary. Did you sign exclusive rights with the Delapines? No, it's not a conflict. I wouldn't have anything to do with this segment, but Kelly and so you're not going to be featured in there? Is that part of it? Like you would be in the Delapines? I wouldn't have anything to do with the segment, but Kellyanne asked to keep me as a contact because she wanted to speak to me more. Don't know what that means, but anything to help you in the short and long run. If you say yes to Kellyanne Martin and her colleague, they want to do it quickly as to make it to the segment of a show set to air in 2 weeks. After I end this message, I'm going to text Julian to see if there's a possible conflict. What a crazy, exciting day this has been. I'm so tired. I need my nap. Haha. This is the danger of having a non-lawyer be your representative. It's not a conflict. She hasn't signed anything with either party. Anyway, okay. Outgoing Sarah to Lana regarding Kellyanne Martin. I don't know about this. The other guys sound way better and more comfortable. What do we get out of this with Kelly? Are we compensated at all? Because she needs her zoos and wham whams. Is she going to get honey bun money? And what do they want to ask me about my interviews? They have to give you the questions first so I can be prepared, as I'm usually not, and I'm sick of it. If they are still interested after that, we'll see. Still not too sure. I'm waiting for her badge picture she sent to come through. It says pending still. I'll let you know. I guess I can write and ask. Yeah. I just want them to know I am protected and don't take advantage, and I'm not stupid. Oh God. Compensation will play too in my response. What do you think? I love you for doing this. Thank you forever. Sleep well. Heart. So the reputable places are not going to compensate you for this. Like if you do a Dr. Phil or something like that, they'll compensate you. But like NBC, ABC, CBS, they're not. This is Warner Brothers. They're not going to be compensating you for this. Either you want your story out there or you don't. 816-127, because compensation alters your incentive, right? Were you incentivized to say these things in exchange for honey buns? 8:16, 1:27 a.m. incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding Kellyanne Martin. I know exactly what you mean. I contacted the Delapines, and this is what they had to say. Conflict of interest, conflict of interest, conflict of interest. Lana, thank you so much for reaching out regarding the proposed interviews. We have a final call with the attorney tomorrow evening to finalize the agreement, particularly focusing on a solution for this exact situation. Our goal is to give Sarah the flexibility she needs while ensuring the integrity of any documentary we produce. We believe her voice has been overlooked, so any opportunity for her to share her thoughts is positive. However, it's crucial that Sarah protects herself. I recommend thoroughly vetting any potential interviewer to ensure they meet the highest journalistic standards. That's why we're working with Mark and Prototype, maybe type, she means, for this project. Jess Blank, one of Prototype's founders, will be working closely with us. Jess is an award-winning journalist with experience at NBC News, ABC News, Condé Nast, Condé Nasty, as it's known in journalistic circles, Upworthy, and HuffPost. After we finalize our agreement with Sarah in the next few days, we can assist in vetting interview requests. Nope. Reviewing questions and even supporting her during interviews. No. If Sarah decides to move ahead with an interview prior to utilizing our support, please advise her of gotcha interviews, as not all YouTube channels or content providers uphold the same journalistic integrity. She can end any interview if it strays from agreed upon topics or if she feels uncomfortable. We should have the agreement to her by the end of the week. If she can hold off until then, we can act as a liaison for her. No, to make sure she is protected. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. If she doesn't want to wait, we would be happy to advise her and support her in any way we can. Regards, Julian Delapine, President. That's an incredible response and confirms my belief that these people have you and your best interest and your voice. This response is as opposed to Kellyanne's response when I told her I wanted to contact the Delapines to ensure that doing a segment with Anna wouldn't be a conflict of interest, and her response was a red flag. She responded, "Oh, obviously they're going to tell her not to do it, and it's a bad idea. I've been in this business for years, and no matter what the producer says, Sarah can do what she wants, and I promise you, they're not going to drop her. I'm absolutely sure about that." Now that I would agree with. That is 100%, of course, because it's a conflict of interest. They want to have an exclusive. If Sarah's done no other interviews anywhere else, and then they have this documentary, they have all the Sarah footage. Yeah. Okay. I may be naive about stuff, and I hope I'm steering you right in all of this, and I really care about you. I personally think that response is basically saying to do things with less integrity. No, it's not. Okay. Anyway. She didn't have protecting your interest in mind with that response. She did, actually, because you would get your story out there and not be beholden to the one Delapines. Here we are, hindsight is always 2020, but May 5th of 2025, and we have seen hide nor hair of her story. And now probably can't because she's convicted. They wanted to get her story out ahead of her trial start. These people are dangling that carrot, but I mean, anybody who's ever been a part of a film crew, let alone a documentary film crew, I only did it once. It's long and it's boring. It takes time and lots and lots of footage. Editing is a beast because there's so much footage, because you don't know what's going to work. You don't know how the story is going to shape up. Whereas like the segment they're producing, they know where they want to go. What does she want the outcome to be? How is she going to get there? It's really tight. There's not going to be like hours and hours and hours of footage. And especially if they're going into the jail's not going to let them film hours and hours and hours of footage. So how are the Delapines getting around that? Okay. I believe that Kelly and Anna are not catfish, and they are who they say they are, and are looking to really feature a meeting with you as a showcase in your segment on True Crime News. Yes. That was a 180 from your last response. So what changed your mind? But I am suspicious that they might gotcha your words. It also shows high caliber that the Delapines want you to have the freedom to use the media and are looking to build it into their agreement they are working on with you. Unlike Kellyanne, who thought they'd say no. So it boils down. They're not saying no, but they're saying maybe. Like, let us get that together. Let us go in and negotiate for you, right? So you are not going to hear that conversation, Lana. Sarah's not going to hear that conversation. So they can say whatever the F they want to Kellyanne and those guys. Okay. But I mean, they could have had a gotcha moment, but then Sarah could also have said she has final approval on what airs. Do you know? Like that, not the Delapines. I guess you by proxy, but I don't know. Okay. So it boils down to you telling Kellyanne and Anna yes or no. My job is complete as far as vetting them and giving you my verdict, so to speak. There is a pro to working with her if we are listing pros and cons. And that is they will give you a platform to discuss the issues with the court system and spell out how you have been seriously unfairly treated. But the truth is, you have been doing that all along without some journalist interviewing you and possibly putting you in a negative light. But she hasn't been doing it well. She comes across aggressive and angry and is like sort of the whole wouldn't harm a fly thing is not flying. I'm not sure what happens on your TV, Lana, where she comes out magically in a good light, but she seems like aggressive and dogged. She looks like she's hurt several flies in her lifetime. Okay, anyway. Kellyanne did tell me that she had watched your entire last hearing and heard the Orange County jail officials, the captain woman and Mr. Smegma Chevenel, really mistreat you and have it in for you. And that aspect really, really got her attention in terms of your unfair treatment. Who are these people that thought that was unfair? She's asking for things that nobody ever gets. Internet, unlimited, unfettered access to a phone call, her own office all damn day. What? Okay. But I'll just boil it down for you. I'm not sure I trust them to do you right. You know, I believe I do trust the Delapines. I'm still going to verify the last couple of references. Why? You already made up your mind and gave them like a gold star approval. What are you checking the references for now, ma'am? But the ones I have spoken to have raved about working with them and give them extremely glowing references. And these are major Emmy-winning heavy hitters in the industry. Mark Gordon was one of the executive producers of HBO Productions. The documentary they want to do about you will be absolutely first class. If I'm wrong about that, I'll be utterly stunned, but you could be wrong. Anyways, that's Kellyanne. She awaits your decision. Representative Albert, over and out. Smiley face. Okay, 816 incoming. Christina Pena. Incoming regarding no love, sigh, cry face. Hey, everything okay? Love you. Message me or call me. 816 10:42 a.m. Lana outgoing. Sarah's sending to Lana regarding Kellyanne. Bowing out gracefully and declining invitation. I want and need to know more about this. Please. You can copy paste and tell them to answer before and if proceeding. Tell them they are directly from me. Are they proposing a contract or me signing anything? What type of compensation are they offering? What all is involved specifically from me? What are their expectations of me for them? What is their ultimate goal in interviewing me? How will the interview be conducted? Face-to-face? Phone? I have no ability. Payphone. And the video visit will not allow. Do I have the right to review? Oh my God. Prior to airing, will they be, there is no airing. It's a documentary, isn't it? Oh no, maybe she's talking about the true crime. Okay. Sorry. So she wants to know all this before she bows out. But they already said they wanted to do a face-to-face if that was allowed. I'm confused. Do I have the right to preview or to review prior to airing? That's a fair question. Will they be editing and splicing to rearrange my statements and comments? How are they going to broadcast? Why do they care? This just doesn't seem like anything more than a drive-by Q&A session for some extra ratings on their resumes and websites. So what? That's what all of this is for. If they can answer the aforementioned, maybe. And how is it they're so prestigious and didn't know about me being forced to be pro se? Because everybody in the world hasn't heard of you, Sarah. Lana, outgoing to Lana, attorneys for cases. I forgot to add to the last message. Have you spoken to the Delapines about the attorney for criminal case and family? Can you please verify they are going to hire attorneys for these two cases? Hire? Girl, why would they be paying for your legal counsel? They were going to give you some references. Oh my God, where do they get the money to hire? You think they have people who are giving them money, sponsoring them for your legal case? So that's why you're interested in them. And the Anna is not offering that. Is that what I'm? You guys tell me. How are you interpreting that? Please let me know in the comments. Or are they proposing me just having me ask some questions I need answers? Please find out. It hit me overnight for some reason that this is too much for me to do. I mean, I will if I have to, but this is extreme. How am I going to do this in the real trial? It's all about ratings and entertainment now. No one cares. They just watch the show. I need an attorney. There's nothing else to be said. So what were they going to do specifically so I can plan going forward? Please find out ASAP. Thank you. Not feeling it today and sick of stressing about everything a million times. Sorry. Love you. You know I'm grateful, like I keep saying to you. And the same for me in your situation. You will never know what I'm going through. So she at least acknowledges she'll never know what Lana is going through. Nor will I you. Just not feeling it today. Doing my best. I know you are too. Love you. Thank you. August 16th. Ongoing. Outgoing. Christina to Sarah regarding no love, sigh, cry face. Christina, I'm in jail with no attorney, representing myself with no resources, internet, phone, a laptop that doesn't open all my file. A laptop that doesn't open all my files, with nothing in my drawer for my POS, MF, FH, not paying me anything for years, and I've got so much to do I don't even know where to start with any of it. So no, not okay. Miss Diane wants you to contact her. Happy you're okay and enjoyed your time with your family. Your pictures are great. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Okay, outgoing. Subject from Sarah to Lana. Subject James Owens, attorney at law. Is this real or fake? It came in the mail yesterday. It was just a plain piece of paper with printed name at top from the computer. Here's what the letter said. I am interested in representing you on the case mentioned above. I saw your inmate seeks attorney flyer on a YouTube channel. I have been practicing criminal law in Florida since 1986. Text to talk, Florida bar, address, email. What do you think? He didn't even have a letterhead, and the business card included is basic, with, I'm guessing, him on the front saying, text me at the number above and email. Wait, he has a picture of himself on his business card? Isn't that like for real estate agents? Also included was the charging document of SDM from the state of Florida and a copy of my flyer. Thoughts? Charging document of SDM. I don't know what that means. Okay. Christina, incoming regarding no love, sigh, cry face. I know. I'm sorry. You want me to jumping Javas then? 3 question marks. Oh, let me buy you a little love since I haven't been giving you enough attention. I'm booked visit for Tuesday at 10, okay? And I know. I'm sorry. I wish I could help you more. I've been calling around for lawyers for you too, but at least you have Billy now, right? And he's helping you. And what happened when you went to court the other day? I know you kicked ass. I'm gonna be at your next court date. Gonna try get your property tomorrow, okay? And I'm gonna get your Jumpin' Java Monday. But you want any other package or just another Jumpin' Java? I love you, butthead, okay? And call. I know it's hard sometimes, but just call when you can, okay? Just know you have someone out here fighting for you and on your side. Keep your head up, okay? I wish I could still send you cards. Ugh, I saw one the other day you would have loved. Miss you, friend. Keep your head up. You got this. 6 exclamation points. 816 incoming from Lana regarding James Owens, attorney at law. Hey, my thought is that I will follow up for you to verify this offer. There could be any reason why a lawyer doesn't have lots of resources, especially defense lawyers. They could be used to pro bono cases with little to spare for the frills and letterhead. They could be in retirement and want to come out of it to help you. I will find out for you. Yesterday, I made and received lots of phone calls. It was exhausting, yet oddly exhilarating. I'm excited for you. As for the Delpines and legal representation, I get the idea that they don't want to overpromise you. I will ask them again and tell them that official legal representation is of the utmost importance to you. I'm sort of surprised they haven't signed up to Smart Inmate yet to establish direct direct dialogue with you. That should actually be the next logical step after I have vetted, verified, and cleared them with the green light. I can send Kellyanne your questions, but you have her contact already. You should send them to her yourself, as I believe you would have her attention with even more authority than I would. I do believe they are real, and while it didn't get past me either that this was a weird question to ask, it's not outside the realm of believability that they deal with tons of cases and stories, and you came across their desk, so to speak, because you're getting more and more and more viral with each twist and turn in your case and the idiotic court system. Let me know. Speaking of financial subjects, how are you on credits on this thing? Do you need some? I know how fast it is to burn through them. You and I both are prolific communicator, and you especially are a massively talented wordsmith. That's why I suggest you take Kellyanne and Anna to serious task. I'll let the Delphines know in the meantime that you are at least considering it. I have told them that I had doubted your participation. Well, I will update them, but I will update them with the questions. Sarah, though I did not ask Kellyanne directly about compensation, I did some research, and typically they don't compensate for segment interviews. Also, there is that stupid enrichment law too, which is why the Delphines were unable to negotiate a straight up cash payment, but had said there were other ways, such as legal help, commissary. They brought it up, and especially a lot of resources. But how is not commissary enrichment? She wouldn't be in there if she hadn't murdered somebody. She wouldn't need commissary if she hadn't murdered somebody or been accused of at this point. But how is that not compensation? And especially a lot of resources to help you once you are freed from jail. Once they connect with you, you can negotiate the dotting of the I's and crossing the T's. I know they are donating a significant portion to battered people's causes, as it has become really, really close to their heart, which was why they reached out to you. Like myself, they saw you getting interrogated and knew there was much more than meets the eye with you, and wanted to give you a voice and humanize you and your story in the eyes of the world. Having had several communications with them, and from hearing from the references and speaking directly to those who have worked with them and those who are working with them, for them, I believe they have genuine and sincere integrity and intentions. Okay, I don't want to be a cynic, but we've all applied for jobs or applied for homes or rentals or whatever applications, and provided references. Do we give bad references? Do we give numbers and emails of people who think we suck? So of course all of their references are going to be glowing. Just, devil's advocate. Anyway, Christina Pena, outgoing, from Sarah to Christina, 816, no love, sigh. No love, just admit it. Heartbroken. I don't even know what packages are available anymore. Got time to look and tell me? Yes, she wants this engagement back and forth. Bitch, do you want a package or not? I don't have time to look. I'm barely getting in touch with you. Okay. Yes. Jumpin' Java. Please. Maybe a little bit of love too. For the sauces. Maybe, if you can. What are the others? Kiki said there's one with macaroni and cheese. Well, if Kiki has a hookup, ask Kiki to tell you. If there's nothing other than that, Jumpin' Java, yes. Can you put whatever you were going to spend for another package on commissary? Girl, she is counting this girl's money. If it's not another package, then she should be able to keep her money, ma'am. I don't want to be in the negative and you not being able to buy anything because of, or my brother or anyone else. Just tell me what you want to do. Sorry, court to tell you is too much to write. Watch online sometime if you want. It's everywhere. The world knows I'm being treated unfairly. Let me know for sure if you're coming for property so I can keep an ear out. Are you sure you don't mind? Well, she's sure she don't have time, otherwise she would have done it, but okay. Nobody can tell you no, Sarah. You just don't take no for an answer. So she knows if she tries to tell you no, you're going to ask her 10 different ways to try to get to a yes. Let me know for sure if you're coming for property so I can keep it. Are you sure you don't mind? I don't care if it sits there or not at this point. FOCCD. So just wait on that for now to save you the stress. Okay? Don't go right now. I'll let you know if they give me a hard time about it. Okay? I'm sorry, Christina. I'm so sick of being here. I'm sorry. I love you more than you know. Truly. I miss you desperately and I wish I could get a hug. I'd be a puddle. Thank you forever. Tell me what you think. So she's abusive to Christina, and then she's like, sorry, I'm just having a bad time. Send me stuff. That'll make it easier. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah regarding James Owens, attorney at law. What calls did you get about me? Thank you for finding out about James Owens. It looks sketchy to me, but never miss an opportunity. I'll write Kelly, I guess. Will you, with you being my representative and Kelly being Anna's, I just thought it would be like that. I know you have tons to do and I'm grateful. I'm still waiting for her badge pick to come through. Please ask about attorneys from the Delpines, all caps. I love you and you know it. Feeling very incarcerated today, overwhelmed. Can you check, please, to see on the clerk's website what were the last 10 entries? Please. Thank you for putting up with me. I apologize. Tell me what you want me to do to alleviate your plight. Stop calling me. Stop messaging me. Okay, 816 incoming. James Owens is real from Lana. He is real. His website is real. His interest is real. He told me to tell you that he is making no promises unless he can talk directly to you, but he is interested in speaking to you about representing you. He is from the Pensacola area and has followed your case on YouTube, same as me. He asked me a ton of questions about you. He was vetting me even more than I was vetting him. I did you proud. He liked the answers I gave him. And if I didn't know something or just told him I didn't know, rather than BSing him or making something up, he believes you are innocent. He likes the answers I gave him. And if I didn't know or just told him I didn't know, okay, I guess he likes that too. He believes you are innocent and that you did not intend to commit a crime. He is asking you to call him tonight on the phone as opposed to smoke signals. He is saying tonight because when he is in court, he turns off his phone. I really think you should. This could be the representation you've wanted. He is making no promises until you speak. Representative Albert says he is the real deal. Smiley face. If you do not call, he will call me back. I'm not sure why. Maybe he likes my voice. LOL. Kidding. All right, kiddos. James Owens. Uh-oh. I was like, did I not share this? But it's the bottom of the page. That just scared me. James Owens has entered the chat. Finally entered. So we'll see where this leads. At least Lana's got a good feeling on him because that was the only representation he was going to get. I think she should have gone with Kelly and Anna to get her voice out there, get her narrative out there. Also to give her practice. Just don't talk about the specifics of the case at all. Talk about how you feel about the justice system, how you feel you're being treated unfairly, but you are still gung-ho and going for it and not giving up, and what you expect the outcome to be. Because I think the feedback from that alone would have helped her, right? If she said, I think I'm going to walk free, then, and that's on the internet, all the comments, all of her flying monkeys could have read to her. And at least, like, even if she didn't realize it, they could have realized, like, this is not a good path to go down. But you know what? She is where she's meant to be. She's right where she's supposed to be. So it all worked out as it should, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Toodles!